It's finally here. The ending of Amphorius. It's finally here. The 3.7 update. It's finally here. The end of my sanity. Ha, joke's on y'all. I never had sanity to begin with. Anywho, welcome. Today's agenda is thusly. We're going to quickly try to go over some of the few new features I found and or noticed while logging in over the last day and a half, just to do my dailies, while also then diving straight headfirst into the 3.7 Trailblaze mission. Is that what they called it? Trailblaze missions? First and foremost, let's check out the travel log. There's a lot in here. We get a golden companion spirit. Hooray! Topaz has been added to the companion shop. Hooray! Also, her light cone has been added to the companion shop. And I don't remember if previously they had I don't remember personally. I don't remember Echoes of the Coffin or where's Ron May's cone? Yeah, past self and mirror. I personally don't remember these cones being in here, but I guess they were here the whole time. But now we have Topaz's cone in here, which means I will now probably be able to get her signature light cone finally on my account without having to wait for a rerun. And honestly, we already have Ron May, but I feel like Eidolon 1 for her is pretty good. Let's just jump into that real quick. We have an E1 Ron May now. Ultimate Zone is deployed. Damage dealt to all allies. Ignore 20% of target defense.
Can life's past moments truly be restored to what they once were?
I don't think I've ever listened to what her Eidolon activation line was, but I've heard it now. Alright, that's one thing out of the way. We have Currency Wars. I will probably do a full video on that separately after we finish the story, so we're going to ignore this one for now. Trailblaze Mission, as tomorrow became yesterday. That is the name of the patch, and that is the name of the mission, and we will do that shortly. Backdash. This looks fun. I'm looking forward to doing it. We'll probably dedicate a whole separate video to that, or a separate stream to that later on. Relic Recon. Not entirely sure what this is. Oh. Have 3 accrued login days, consume a total of... Yeah. So we've unlocked a bunch of these. Obtain 6 pieces of 5-star 15 plus relics. Sure. I'm building you right now, so... Okay. I mean, we'll do this just to try it. This is garbage. This is garbage. This is garbage. This is actually not that bad, to be honest. I would rather have speed as the primary substat, but this is not that bad. This is garbage. And this is garbage. A relic rating of B. Man, this is what qualifies as a B? 2 more after once after 2 triggers a guarantee box once after 2 times. What does that mean? Guarantee box. Every 8 boxes open will open a guarantee box. The relic from a guarantee box will have one of the main stats matching the system's recommendation for the character with 2 or more effective subsidiary stats. Oh. Well, I mean, this is what we just got. and it's garbage. The original is also garbage, but better. Alright, here's the guarantee box. Let's see what this looks like. This one has 3, and it's an attack rope. 1 hit on speed for 5. This still sucks, but it's okay. I mean, I might just keep doing this for a few days, because it saves me stuff on farming, which means I can just focus on all my Trailblaze power on, what's it called? Getting her, talent materials, that's what they're called. Honestly, garbage, but I would want this. This is the new one, huh? Well, this was their guaranteed one, so it's just inherently better. Let's see. I guess that's better. What's better, garbage or garbage? We'll go with garbage. They give you a lot of these ticket thingies. And the fact that these are fully leveled artifacts means that the ones that are absolute trash, I can probably just throw away and use them to level up other artifacts. So this is actually pretty cool. It's HP no matter what, so because this is the hat. This is the hat. These are both terrible. They're effectively the same relic. I mean, this one's less terrible. Oh, an improvement! An attack orb! With speed on it, so that's an improvement. We can get this up to an A or an S. We'll probably call it a day there. Oh! Look at that! Now that is good. Well, now we could shoot for S. Because the next one's the guarantee box. I mean, it's okay. It actually downgraded us to B. How many more of these do I have? I have 11 of these still. Holy crap. Give us a ton of these. These are both bad. Which do I value more? Probably the one that doesn't... double HP or double defense. Which do I think is better? 4 into the base HP! Crit rate or attack? I don't know, I guess crit win? Oh! That's new. But it's lightning. So I think I would still take this one. Let's see. What else do we got here? 3 and 3, so these are comparable. Outgoing healing. Oh, never mind. So these are good. These are better. Marginally. This is 2 speed, I guess. Now, we don't have enough to hit another guarantee box, so we will not mess around with this anymore. You get an idea for how this works now. And I guess it puts my Saber in a spot where she's pseudo-usable. I wish I could check my notifications without having to sign into my phone. Well, that's Relic Recon. Come with me. And everything else is not super important. Cyrene is the new character of the day. She has the most complex kit in the game. Hands down. I do want to pull for her, but I'll probably pull for her on rerun, to be honest. I want to pull for Hyacinth this match. But Cyrene is something. Very much something. I'm curious to see how they plan to explain this character in her trial, given the breadth of what her kit can do. She apparently has a unique buff for all 13-ish, 14 of the Chrysosaurs. Which is only going to get more complicated if they ever decide to add more Chrysosaurs in the future. Also, I should note that she has a cutscene animation that plays when you open the game right now that takes you to the Warp Banner. Just like they did with Castoris and... Did they do that with Finon too? I don't remember. Summons Demi-Urge to assist the battle and activate all allies' ultimates. Oh, they got rid of the blank thingy on it. Okay. They're giving us the full Remembrance team in her trial. Premium trial.
Turn over this eternal page.
After using Cyrene's techniques, boost all teammates' action speed. After entering combat, instantly displays the zone, allowing teammates to attack and inflict additional true damage. Yep, so yes, she has a true damage skill.
Take this.
My god, she does the heart. She should. Dr. Ratio be jealous.
Play nice. Be careful.
Alright. Let's just get a little bit of her animations out of the way, because they'll probably give us a trial version of her to use later in the story. Oh god. The Ode to All Lives. Here we go. Look at this ridiculous nonsense. You pick Cyrene, you get Ode to Ego. If you get Maide, Ode to Strife. Ode to Life and Death. Ode to World Bearing. Oh my god, it's so much text. It's so much text! You can pause and read these on your own time, but if you're playing through this, you probably know this already. But oh my god, there's so much stuff here. Ode to Sky. Ode to Passage. Ode to Law. Ode to Time. Ode to Earth. Ode to Ocean. Ode to Genesis. We also get some cool art for us, which I don't think we had card art for us or card art for Cyrene yet. So we at least have that going for her. Well, I was curious how they were going to try to explain it in the trial.
May death protect us. Please open up.
Casual 5.5 million.
So may the
Sorry, casual 500,000.
May this dispel the gloom, restore the skies. Flowers bloom for tomorrow.
Can we even get her ult in her trial, I wonder?
Till we meet again. Don't worry, night falls. Good night. Please open up. Have some sunshine. I shall remember this one.
I just want to check something. She probably has Eidolons in this version. In her trial, if I had to guess. When a teammate's Memo Sprite is summoned, it gains future. Held by the Memo Sprite won't be consumed. Ripples across time. Starting with this, gets Recollection with the Isis Heirs. And then the ultimate. Demi-Urge to immediately gain 1 extra turn. Whose turn is it? Oh.
Stars, shine for the heroes. Rise and shine. You're lost. Embrace a new life. Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting star.
Alright.
Remember me with love. May life and death sprout new.
Let's buff Casterus. 12 recollection points remaining. Use the ultimate again.
Don't blink.
Actually, let's just do this.
Rewrite destruction with me. Cleanse hatred
Oh.
with love.
Do it twice, because why not?
May this fate dispel the gloom.
So,
Restore the skies.
Hyacinth has one of those buffs where if she gets it, regardless of whether she's targeted or not. So that's why it's affected by 3, and when 3 people are affected, it gives her the free extra action of the attack.
Don't worry, night falls. Good night. So may the wind.
much damage is this?
May death protect us.
Oh, it's 400. Basically, almost doubled it.
Flying. This is eternity.
Enhanced basic.
Some sweet dream.
Umbrella poke. So yeah, Cyrene's kit is bonkers. And I would say if you have one or more teams that you can use her on, feel free to pick her up. If you have like a bunch of E2 vertically invested units already, she's probably not worth it. You're probably already doing fine without her. Alright, now that we've spent 20 minutes basically not playing the game, let's transition into the story. Navigate. And here's the story recap.
As I bid farewell to Halcyon at the vortex of Genesis, I noticed something strange about the time core flame, and was immediately dragged into the Memoria Tide of Oblivion by Evernight.
I kind of forgot that this last patch was your story.
Sacrificing all of her memories. Yet now, she harbors other secret intentions in her heart.
I kind of forgot that entire patch starts with Evernight just kidnapping us. Because Don Hung's section of the story eats up so much of that.
Meanwhile, Don Hung warped back to the Express
Speaking of the devil,
warp jump, only to discover a Memo Snatcher invasion. Everyone then realized that the Remembrance's forces had already permeated Amphorius and blocked outside intervention. To establish contact with me, Don Hung was determined to return to Amphorius immediately. After waking up in the false trailblaze, I managed to escape with help from Cyrene and Sunday. Unfortunately, Evernight held absolute control, causing me to fall into the Memoria Tide once again. However, Black Swan took this opportunity to quietly approach Evernight.
You know, just saying, if you escape from somewhere only to be immediately thrown back in, or like the person who was holding you captive, just basically they never get them away from you. I'm phrasing this very terribly. Evernight captured us. We were never not in Evernight's clutches. It feels a bit of a stretch to say that they helped you escape. You did not escape. Be like saying if I broke out of prison, but like I'm still in like the front, but like I'm in the walls of the prison, but I'm like out of my cell and out of the building. I didn't escape prison. I'm still in prison.
Don Hung returned to Amphorius and beckoned the heroic spirit of Finan with divine blood. The destruction, descending from the sky, pierced through the memory zone and discovered the most hidden corner of the world. In pursuit of Evernight, Don Hung arrived at the charred remnants of the Grove of Epiphany.
Feels weird that the center of the world is under the Grove of Epiphany.
In the Grove, where memories became disjointed, Don Hung received help from Don Feng within his memories and completed his farewell to the past. In their final moments, the Earth demigod Terravox entrusted all their duty and authority to Don Hung. With this newfound strength, Don Hung found me within the Memoria Tide.
Don't ask why I'm saving a screen cap of this picture, because I will tell you. I will continue to ship the Trailblazer with Don Hung. You can't stop me.
We entered the Nameless Titan's great tomb and discovered its secret. Across the 30 million cycles of eternal recurrence, every incarnation of Cyrene had come here, offering herself to the Remembrance. With Black Swan's help, we found Evernight in the depths of the Great Tomb.
A continuity error? There's not a bunch of Cyrene corpses lining the floor in this room? Like there was in the actual scene?
When all seemed lost, Evernight was captured by March's camera and trapped within the memory maze of Ides Elysiae. After several lengthy conversations, March and Evernight reached an agreement. Evernight returned March's memories, And March finally returned to our side.
Minor nitpick. I would probably say that, we didn't trap her in March's camera. We temporarily trapped her in March's camera. I think she could have broken out if she wanted to.
With every condition for the Era Nova fulfilled, we returned to the depths of the Great Tomb and initiated the final Era Nova ceremony.
Alright. Let's go! Dawn Caress something 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 something. So I've been told that this story is going to be about like 9 hours for me to get through. Which means it's probably going to be like 11 hours for me to get through. We're going to probably go for about 4 hours today. And if it truly is 9 hours, I will try to chop it up into 3 different videos on YouTube. Oh no. Oh no, little Cyrene's a memory. Oh boy. I'm about to get big sad, aren't I? Is she wearing glass slippers? Or glass high heels? Crystal high heels? Ice high heels?
This view hasn't changed at all, has it?
God, she's so tall now! Man, why is everybody taller than us? I have a short complex if people didn't know that.
The hometown in your memories never changes. But when you return to your senses, you realize that fate has already stolen the time away.
I better get to comment about her height.
Welcome to the Trail of Genesis, friend.
Also, why do you have elf ears now? I can get over the fact that you're taller now, but why do you have elf ears now? I get that Alicia, the character she's based off of in HI3, has elf ears, but Small Cyrene didn't have elf ears. And Mem didn't have elf ears. If anything, she should have bunny ears. Or whatever Mem's ears are. I mean, you look tall.
Seems like the weight of memories from 30 million cycles really made me grow up.
You were already grown up, though. In fact, there's like back in, what was it, the flashback in 3.4. You were about the same size as you were when Finon was a wee little lad, as you are like in the last patch.
But if I keep growing, I might be taller than you, right?
Oh, she's not taller than
I'm
us.
really looking forward to that.
Oh, she was just standing on the high ground. Of course. She has the high ground. Which automatically means that she wins.
Before you arrived, I kept wondering, beyond the veil of Id Silicii, what kind of
And from this angle, I can see that where she was standing is almost like a full foot further off the ground. There's a lot of awkward silence.
Fragments of it when I close my eyes. The friends who walked alongside us have all moved on toward their respective destinies. Some turning into pillars of the world, supporting the sky and the ocean. Others sowing reason, laying down the law, and with gentle hands lifting newborns into the light. Death and strife are no longer feared by people, and trickery has become the innocent games of children.
Is that true? Or are we just talking about the new timeline? Or is this what the goal is?
All beings living ordinary and peaceful lives, within the net woven by romance and passage.
Really? Romance and Passage are the two that you decided to name drop for allowing people to live ordinary and peaceful lives? Passage I maybe get. Romance is a bit of a stretch.
There's no black tide, no flame chase, and no destruction. The world on the other side of the sea is one bathed in sunlight.
Sounds good. How does this all go downhill? The world we must protect. The dawn that Phynon and everyone had wished for. Yeah, please stand next to her in frame so that I can be reminded that you're taller than her.
Like a happy and carefree childhood, the era Chrysia in this cycle will last for millennia, until it reaches the moment decided by the prophecy. Light calendar 4931, month of freedom, the moment belonging to world-bearing.
So we have 4,931 years before things go and shit hits the fan. What year is it right now?
Are you ready to answer the call?
Oh, I just noticed that her little hand bracelet is Amphorius. Sure, why not?
Then go, and pen the Throne of Worlds' first stroke. For this world, made from countless wishes.
You say that, but it's gonna be ages till we reach light calendar 4931.
See, that's what I was thinking too, but we also have time travel powers, I guess. Also, fuck you, writer, whoever decided to do this. Fuck you. Tell me if that's March or Evernight. Don't leave me hanging.
I can make use of the crevices of time. But surely you and Don Hung won't have to wait around for a few thousand years, right?
This is not much better.
That won't be necessary.
Pillar of Stone, Don Hung.
We can simply sleep, and the chronocognitive anchor will wake us up.
That's boring. Let's live it up for 4,000, 5,000 years. Tale of Evernight, Pillar of Stone. I didn't expect both of you here.
That's right. We've both become a part of the new world. Just waiting for you now.
Not gonna make a comment on how I can see the titles on the bottom of the screen.
Our consciousnesses can converse with each other across the heavens and the earth, possibly due to the influence of the Trailblaze. I am now connected with this earth, and I can feel the breath of every mountain range. I see that the tallest among them is named Akama, and the form of the holy city is already taking shape.
Oh, we're so far in the past, Akama hasn't been built yet?
In other words, your stage is almost set. Do you want to take a leaf out of Kefali's book and make some prophecies before your nap?
I don't want to take a nap. I want to live it up for like 4,500 years. What's the point of having an era Chrysia if I don't get to live through it?
But we're not the only ones who have changed. The chronocognitive anchor just transmitted a message stating that Iron Tomb has reacted to the Era Nova.
Okay, cool. Did it revert back to 96%?
The moment when our friend bore the weight of 30 million cycles of memories.
Was probably also when the scepter devoured 30 million cycles of destruction.
Ah, so the 30 million cycles was a net neutral. Bound to happen, and I've long prepared for that. Can't wait any longer. We must stop Iron Tomb. It's time to take over the burden that Phynon has been carrying.
You know, you don't have to shoulder this world all on your own.
I don't intend to.
After someone boards the Express, the word alone ceases to exist. So, as we reach the end of time, no one will be left to face it alone.
Hang on. I'm just gonna pull something up real quick.
I don't want to be alone.
Yeah, that's March 7th's, I'm going, her downed voice line. That's, if she hits 0 HP. That's March 7th Preservation's voice line for going down.
I don't want to be alone.
I hope you can all just remember that.
Don Hung and I came here to specifically tell you that.
Remember, this world is not a burden you bear alone.
Cool, then don't sleep and wait for me to come get you in 4,931. Let's just hang out and plan and prepare.
It's a journey we trailblaze together, alongside all of the Express.
Thank you, my good friends. No need to remind me. You're always on my mind. Seriously? Can't you let me be a protagonist for once?
It's time for Don Hung and me to go have a super long nap. Look after this world for us.
No, don't go! Stay! Stick
The road ahead
around!
is long, but we'll be waiting for you at the end.
No, fuck that! Let's all work together! Don't leave me alone with her!
We'll definitely meet again.
Shit, now we're alone. Why do you look so happy? This is a dumb plan.
Let's take one more look at the other side of the sea before we set off.
This is just setting ourselves up for potential failure. This plan is dumb.
It's so quiet.
Just like how I remember.
Here we are once more.
A lot of these scarecrows get set up. Head to the dock for one last look at the sea. Oh, hang on, was this here before? Aha, fancy meeting you again, brave little trailblazing Greybird. You're still here? The memory is talking to me. Surprised, are you? The gentle breeze of Ardent Elysiae shouldn't have pulled your heartstrings so taut. Relax. Don't forget, I've already fulfilled my promise and regressed into the eternal night. Our meeting now and the words I'm about to share are fragments of a farewell that I left behind in advance. How would a memory know my reaction? What do you think? The Anasrava in Pure Child of Anasrava might actually mean without omission. What does it have to do with anything? Thinking back to our brief yet lingering encounters, how wary were you of me? We never even had the time for a proper farewell, did we? That can't be helped. The role I'm playing isn't exactly likable. If I left without saying goodbye, wouldn't you hold a grudge against me forever? So if one final time I decided to stir up a few of your pleasant memories. Think back to when you left Ardent Elysiae. Back to the beginning of the flame chase. Your journey has been exceptionally smooth, after all. People on the flame chase journey believed in a prophecy of Oryx, and were convinced a deliverer from beyond the sky would descend upon Amphorius. Did you deliberately leak that to them? Exactly. They don't know your names, nor the true starry sky. Okay, so Oryx never gave a prophecy in 3.5. It was Evernight the whole time. I think some people speculated on that. I didn't know if that was confirmed or not. March 7th's wish wasn't just about helping you break through the ultimate protocol. She hoped your journey would go smoothly. What I did was merely to lend a hand. At least that Imperator made the right call, don't you think? Thank you. You're welcome. You see, I never forgot March 7th's wish to protect you. She knows I'm holding her as my trump card, and I know just as well that you all here are hers. You and Don Hung, you've given March 7th memories that are truly one of a kind. If she was placed on the opposite sides of the scale from you two, she would have chose you both without a moment's hesitation. So I'll leave you with a question. What if one day March 7th walks down the path of a completely different from yours? Will you choose her or your own path? I can't answer that right now. No need to rush for an answer, and certainly no need to rack your brain for the Evernight before you. This is merely a lingering shard of memory I left behind before departing. I've always been lurking behind the dark torrents of remembrance, watching all of you, observing your trailblaze as you progress. Keep your answer hidden in your heart until the day that question truly arrives. Who knows, perhaps by then your answer will have changed from what it is right now. No matter what, March 7th loves you all. Don't let her wishes be in vain. Alright, that's the last farewell now. Welcome to the true oblivion. Welcome a true oblivion, will ya? The memory shard of Evernight fades away completely, as if it never appeared here. All that remains is a gentle breeze of Itis Elysiae and endless sunset. Suddenly you feel aching longing for your home, for March 7th's voice. The remembrance of none. So was that here in 3.6? I don't know.
The scent of the black tide
Probably
is
was.
now completely calm. At last, the starting point of 30 million cycles has finally welcomed
Its first end. And the final end, right? I can't hear his voice. There are no flowers there that bloom for him. Nor is there a star that is his.
You talking about Finon?
Finan is the only one who didn't reach the new world.
Ooh, that's depressing. I mean, he still exists in the files. He could end up just being born here someday, but he won't have his memories, I assume. I don't really know how this all works. I'm sure we'll meet him again, for sure.
Look, the golden light that shone upon the grove still meanders between heaven and earth, like the prophecies of Amphorius.
What do you mean, look? I can't see the grove from here.
It has to be a sign he left behind. It points towards the destruction and the deepest night. Do you still remember what I asked you at this exact spot the last time we set off?
No, I don't, actually.
Friend, are you ready to become a hero?
Did you say that? I don't remember that.
You were still burdened by the weight of world-bearing back then, still unsure of the role you were meant to play. But now, everyone has already given you the answer. The heroes of legends were just at the right place at the right time when the world needed a hero. Just like how
I need a
your arrival
hero.
kickstarted Amphorius' fate once more.
I'm holding out for a hero at the end of the night.
A person's personality is their destiny.
I disagree. But you are welcome to have that opinion. Make it the best possible ending.
We best. Those are such beautiful words. Thank you, friend. I was also trying to cheer myself up with what I said. After all, before we truly compose the end of this story, I must also pluck up the courage to head off with you.
Oh, you still have that thing?
And face a memory that I have forgotten for too long. And have denied for too long.
That reminds me, you're technically Mem, not really the original Cyrene. Does that mean, like, the original Cyrene's memories are, like, in this staff, maybe? Or maybe Philia? The fact that Philia, Cyrene, and the current Cyrene / Mem are three different people are something I hope gets explained in this story at some point. Cutscene? I know that they uploaded like 3 trailers in the last day on the YouTube channel. So I'm betting we're gonna get a
dark.
lot of cutscenes in this.
What is this place?
What is this place indeed?
The great tomb of the nameless Titan. The deepest recesses of memory.
Wait. I thought it looked familiar. Why are we back here?
Also, the place where Cyrene was born.
So we're basically gonna reveal that she was the pure child of Anasrava the whole time, or the Seed of Remembrance, or whatever she was. Birthplace? What do you mean? Weren't you born in Ardent Elysiae?
My apologies, friend. The more memories I got back along the way, the more I felt that something wasn't right.
She has the word Demiurge in her kit, so she might actually be the Demiurge, or like the Nameless Titan.
There's a sort of anxiety I can't get rid of.
I know that George Experience was the one that had a big theory about that,
When the
and
reflection
I
in the
think he's
water
going to
was
walk
like
away
an
with a big
odor.
W.
Which is the real me?
Because I think it makes a lot of sense
The
that
one
the pure...
reflected in the water, or the one standing on the shore?
I think it's very obvious that she probably was the Demiurge, or the Titan that Lygus claims to have killed. And that he did it so long ago that he forgot. And if he did it so long ago that he forgot, it would make sense that he wouldn't recognize Cyrene or Philia as, the Demiurge. But then it begs the question, why is Philia one of the 12 factors if Philia and Cyrene are two different people? And if one of them was the Demiurge and one of them is one of the 12 factors? I'm hoping that gets elaborated.
But I finally get it now. Look, friend. The words on that wall are the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
So,
That rhymeless tune is the lullaby of little fairies.
yeah, I did notice that all of the fairies were Dole Mem, Rele Mem, Fale Mem, Sale Mem. They were all named with the Do Re Mi, etc.
As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone.
We heard this one in 3.6.
I've always thought that I was the narrator of the Flame Chase journey. But as it turns out, the narrator is also the most devoted audience.
What do you mean? I believe in every version of you. I'm the one who tells the story.
Thank you, friend. Every single Cyrene. That sounds so kind. At the moment of Era Nova, I was enveloped by the texture of memories. Within the glistening crystal, I saw countless Cyrenes, as well as countless versions of me.
Mem.
This is the final puzzle piece of the memories.
We're gonna differentiate the Mem from Cyrene.
A prison born of the erudition. A grave annihilated in the destruction. That unknown solitary god. The 13th Titan who should not exist.
The Demiurge.
The first new spore. The Demiurge is right here.
Like, literally, figuratively, or was, past tense? Karma of Day Thunder. Switching to Himiko's POV.
The interrogation records have been submitted to the Marshal. According to the Ten Lords' decree, Jing Liu and Luocha shall continue to be detained in the Shuling.
Good. After that shit they pulled in Exotail 8, I don't want to see that happen.
But you, Merlin's Claw, have been reluctant to end the transmission. Do you wish to reminisce with us? Or is there something else on your mind that you're just desperate to get out?
Ooh, I wonder if any of the other Arbiter Generals are going to be in this meeting.
You're quite calm, Jingyuan. The Alliance only authorized the Law Food to be deployed for this Iron Tomb operation. They say the Seer Strategist's wisdom shines like a beacon.
When is Yao Guang going to be playable?
Can't you see things clearly now?
When's Huaiyan going to be playable?
Look who's talking. I didn't vote against it, did I?
Why do you not have a model yet? It's been a year. Surely they could have put up a model out for this character by now.
But, with enemies all around us, even a child knows the Marshal needs to keep a few Xianzhou ships in reserve, just in case.
Fair.
Whoever volunteers first is the Marshal's pick. If you have to ask, I'd say this outcome plays right into Jingyuan's hands. Like it or not, there's no way we're letting the Law Fu take the lead in this battle.
Oh my, Merlin's Claw. Are you afraid the Law Fu might steal the Yao Qing's glory?
Is that thing glitching?
This is no laughing matter. Between the Stellaron crisis and the War Dance ceremony, though the chaos has settled, Rumors and speculation are only growing by the day.
Yeah, he seems to be getting involved in a lot of messes. People are probably going to call for his removal of one of the Arbiter Generals at some point.
With Elder Huayan around, those with ulterior motives won't be able to stir up any trouble. But once the Lawfu gets their hands on the Golden Blood, it'll be a whole different story.
Oh, actually, yeah, that is a good point. If Jing Yuan is collecting Golden Blood, it would make it look like he's participating in Jing Liu's plan.
With the kind of person Jing Liu is, and her connection to you, I don't need to spell it out. There are countless ways this could be spun into something bigger.
You're overthinking it, General Fei Shao. When I volunteered for this task, I never expected unanimous support from the Alliance anyway. The Lawfu will seize the Golden Blood and redeem itself. That'll be our first win. Then we'll leverage this Golden Blood in the negotiations. Our second win. These 2 wins for the Lawfu will make all 3 of us happy. And that'll be our third win.
Wow, that third win is not really comparable to the other 2.
Look, if this were a Skyfaring Commission deal, we'd be rolling in money, wouldn't we?
Why bring up the Skyfaring Commission at all here?
Maybe the Divine Foresight should change his name to the Optimistic General instead.
I agree. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
With the Decalite Reflection Barrier, the Yuchue must understand even more than the Luofu how significant this battle is. Amphorius' karma has vanished from the matrix of prescience. What omen does General Yao Guang see in this anomaly?
The Seer Strategist.
In divination studies, we call this an empty fortune. It involves the eons and is thus beyond what mere mortals can comprehend.
What a cop-out. To be fair, though, according to Herta's predictions that we learned about during her answer to the conundrum of is the universe predetermined or not, Noose is only capable of predicting the future, and its margin of error is based off the number of paths involved. So if a bunch of aeons are getting involved, then technically the future cannot be predetermined. Which, by the way, is, if you've been watching a lot of lore channels lately, you might have noticed I've put a comment in a few different channels as YouTube shorts and videos. I think Elio is a fraud. I think Terminus is a fraud. Everything we know about how predicting the future works in-universe right now contradicts their methods inherently. And not only that, but pragmatic interpretations of seeing the future also contradict Elio in general. Elio has been wrong in the past. For instance, Kafka tells you what Elio predicted, that we would help her in her companion mission. But you can actually not help her in that companion mission, making Elio wrong. You get an achievement for it called True Free Will. But that's just one example. Noose, as of yet in history, has not been wrong with one of their predictions. But I'm also getting off track. My reasoning for why I think Elio/Terminus and their ability to see the future is a fraud is because if you're from the future, you would know things that happened in the future. That makes sense. I could definitely believe that you're predicting the future. However, as soon as you change the future, you're now on an alternate future. The future from this point on is not the future you were from, and anything you do is alternate. Unless you're existing both in the past and the present, or the future and the present at the same time, you being able to see the future basically stops as soon as you've changed something. Because you're now on an alternate timeline. Elio should not be able to see alternate timelines. At all. Or Terminus. Meaning, if anything, they're just really good guesses. And they might not even be drawing power from the finality. They could literally just be doing erudition shenanigans, for all we know. And the more paths get involved, the less accurate future prediction is supposed to be. But Elio hasn't shown that to be true yet. And the fact that Elio is even seeing alternate futures at the same time, by itself inherently means that there is no set final path. So, this is a big rant that I don't want to get into any further. I'm already back. I'm already distracting myself and making this video a lot longer than it needs to be. But yes, long story short, I agree with Yaguang.
Your explanation isn't any clearer than Lady Fu's.
Come on. How hard is it to understand the word uncertainty? For the Cobalt Head, the emergence of Iron Tomb is a calculated instant, but I don't believe they will just sit around waiting for death.
You know, that's something I've been saying too. So far, we've been told 3 Aeons are currently involved in the plot of Amphorius. The Remembrance has shown up. The Destruction has shown up. Noose hasn't done shit. If the whole plot of this Amphorius plotline is to kill Noose, the fact that Noose hasn't done anything makes me think that Noose thinks that Iron Tomb will fail, so that he doesn't need to do anything, or Noose is only going to step in to try to do what it can, or, option 3, Noose already knows that it's going to die regardless of what it does, so it's just going to sit and do nothing.
And for the powers of the cosmos, this is their chance at survival, and the key to turning the tide of interstellar affairs. The Astral Express is leading the formation of an allied force, but I can see each faction has its own hidden agenda.
I just realized something. We switched to Himiko's POV, and Himiko isn't in the room right now.
There are even divisions within the Alliance, so it's not that hard to imagine how the other factions will react.
In some of the countdown trailers, we got to learn some of these factions that are going to show up, and I'm really excited to see some of them, like the Doctors of Chaos.
Jing Yuan, I crossed paths with Selenova's Legion at the Battle of Sadunirama Star Cluster. Be extremely careful. The Ruin Legion's troops and weaponry are nothing to write home about. The IPC, even the denizens of abundance, could take them on. However, while Void Rangers are just expendable pawns of the destruction, the real wild cards are...
The Lord Ravagers.
They themselves might get involved.
Indeed. Nanook's emanators are also their weapons to burn down the paths. I'm afraid conventional military tactics and strategies will be useless against them.
Or we could stab one of them in the back with the Lightning Lord. That seemed to work really well against Phantylia.
My assessment is this. To completely take down a Ravager, we must disregard casualties and spare no cost. My only fear is one wrong move, and the Lawfu will fall into Phantylia's trap again, inching ever closer to destruction.
Doubt is exactly the demon she wants to plant in our hearts. Do you still remember the beginning of the Alliance Oath? To save future generations from war and bloody dispute.
Boy, y'all have done a pretty ass job at that.
The Rainbow's arrows have always aimed at any force that threatens the cosmos. Now that the Trailblaze walks alongside us, the Cloud Knights shall keep their oath as they have from the beginning. I just hope those on the front line will remain safe.
So what if we use the Jade Abacus thingy and just force them all to come? Because that's what they're honor bound to do. Just saying.
The chronocognitive anchor is sending a signal. Everyone, time to move out.
Did she and the others make it?
Let me go over the plan one more time, just in case. You'll enter Amphorius, reunite with your 3 separated companions, and try to locate Iron Tomb from within the world.
So who's going in? Welt?
Who are you taking with you?
The fate of the universe hangs in the balance. We can't afford any slip-ups. I suggest everyone, except Pom-Pom, join the fight.
Everyone but Pom-Pom.
We do need to be prepared for all possible contingencies. I have no objection to this.
I'll do whatever I can.
Meanwhile, Screwy and I will continue attacking the Demiurge Matrix. That is, the Scepter's kernel, from the outside. With our 2-pronged attack, we'll turn this hunk of metal into scrap for sure. Now we just wait for those 2 to get back.
There's Himiko, whose POV we're supposed to be having.
They're here.
Sorry to keep you waiting. With Planet Screwlum's help, the formation of the Cosmic Alliance to counter Iron Tomb is progressing smoothly.
Alright, let's get the name drops.
The cosmos has set its sights on Amphorius, and now it's just waiting for the first shot.
Shot heard round the universe.
Well then, let's not waste any more time, fourth mirror.
Which mirror is this? Is this first, fourth, or third mirror?
It's my time to shine!
Ah, it's fourth mirror! Finally off the bench!
Initiating thought refraction. Please read the safety protocols carefully.
Huh?
The safety protocols.
Just kidding! I've already checked the agreement box for everyone. And now, destination? Amphorius.
Hey, but I like to read those.
3, 2, 1, launch!
Are we gonna cut to Lygus POV now?
The flow of Memoria is so heavy here.
Finally! The whole crew's here! God, I wish we got to see them on the planet long before this.
Unlike Penacony's dreamscape, this place has built up a true epic measured in millennia.
I wish we had at least Sunday with us for the Amphorius journey, because I feel like his entire quest about divinity would have been really, really impacted by watching the events of Amphorius unfold.
The vortex of Genesis, where all myths begin and end. And in this new world created by the Nameless, the infinite cycles have been broken.
Let's set up the Trailblaze beacon and establish contact with the outside world.
I'll leave it to you then. It'd be better for me to not show myself in front of the Garden of Recollection. And, Mr. Sunday, you probably shouldn't show yourself either.
Internationally wanted criminal.
Agreed.
We're gonna get a cutscene?
The Astral Express has landed. If you receive this message, please respond immediately. Over.
This is the Xianzhou Alliance. Communications normal.
Lady Pushwan!
Interastral Peace Corporation. Communications normal.
Aventurine and the 10 Stonehearts.
No response from the Galaxy Rangers. Not surprising. But I didn't expect the family to also stay silent at such a critical moment.
That is a big surprise. Who would be representing them? Robin, maybe?
That's a pretty blatant disregard from the family for Penacony's independent director, I'd say. Long time no see, Miss Himiko.
It's been quite a while, Madam Jade.
Has it, though? We left Penacony, technically a month ago, tops.
The significance of this battle rivals that of the campaign against Zulo. Only through victory can we disperse the shadow of Iron Tomb that looms over countless worlds. The 10 Stonehearts shall spare no effort for such a grand mission for the preservation.
Madam Jade led the Intelligentsia Guild in conducting specialized research on Iron Tomb's past activities.
So they can talk about the weird, the vaccine thingy?
The bad news is, the collapse of the Erudition won't just affect inorganic beings.
You mean Iron Tomb can infect organic life, too?
Well, the good news is, so far, its effects on organic life are under control. The infection progresses slowly, and the resulting neuropathy is non-fatal. In any case, the IPC can guarantee targeted vaccine coverage within 48 system hours in all star zones within the medical system.
What about other star zones? At a time like this, are the followers of the Firmament Arbiter still trying to make a profit?
I remember you, Master Diviner. Your performance during the Third Denizens of Abundance War was quite impressive. Please rest assured, all worlds can purchase vaccines from the IPC with a humanitarian discount. That's the current policy at the very least. But, if the Xianzhou Alliance is willing to assist with the IPC's assets in Epsilon and other star systems, we'll have more cards to play when reiterating to the board the necessity of deep cooperation.
God, the problem's when a massive corporation doesn't exactly have one head.
it as a long-term investment. Please understand that everyone at Pier Point is swamped with Iron Tomb work, especially the marketing development department. At this rate, even the 10 Stonehearts can only do so much.
And you're technically only the 10 Stonehearts are technically only under one department.
Having some assistance from the Alliance would surely benefit the entire cosmos. Wouldn't you agree?
As an old Xianzhou saying goes, those who succeed should help all under heaven. Your proposal must be decided on by the 7 Arbiter Generals. I'm just here to relay the message. In times of crisis, the Luofu will not hesitate to help those in need. However, the prerequisite is that the IPC must unconditionally assist the Alliance with emergency rescue operations in the disaster area.
Of course. In the name of preservation, all for the Amber Lord.
All for the Amber Lord.
Thank you all for your selfless dedication.
Damn, no Galaxy Ranger representative. Where's La Mancha?
It's clear that each party still has qualms about everything.
The clash between destruction and erudition isn't just about the fate of the cosmos. It's a moment for all factions to reshuffle their cards.
You can never be too careful when battling a Lord Ravager. All are equal in matters of life and death.
This will be the second Ravager we fought.
In any case,
and not even the second Emanator.
The best in all that's to come. It's about time we dive into the vortex and see what Amphorius looks like on the inside. I wonder where she and the others are right now.
Ooh, there's an optional mission. Try to contact allies. Chronocognitive Anchor receives contact request to you. Try to respond.
Hello? How's the signal? Can you hear us?
Bellabog! Also, Topaz is here.
We're through! I can see the video feed. Everything's working perfectly.
Miss Bronya? Miss Serval? What a surprise. It's been a while.
I'm surprised Topaz didn't phone in with the other 10 Stonehearts.
We've already heard from Miss Topaz about the Iron Tomb operation. She made a special trip to deliver the vaccine to Bellabog. I can't believe the Express crew is at the eye of that storm. Is everything going smoothly?
The storm hasn't hit yet, so I can't really say.
Don't worry, we're still following the plan step by step. How's the situation in Bellabog?
Eurillo 6 is located on the outskirts of the preservation barricade. While it won't bear the brunt of the first wave, there's still a risk from the aftershocks. That kid Japard and Pela are busy organizing the Silvermane Guards, having them consolidate their lines and dig trenches. Zila and Lynx just got back from the Geomarrow vein production chain. Hey, do you want to say something to them?
That would be unnecessary. It'll only shake their morale. Just tell them to stay safe.
God, I wish you were in the War Dance plot.
Miss Bronya, I'm afraid this disaster will be far more terrible than you can imagine. Please, be sure to follow Miss Topaz's instructions and make thorough preparations.
This is a galactic threat.
Of course. We have resealed most of the engine of creation beneath the ice to prevent the will of the preservation from becoming an accomplice to the destruction.
Don't worry, Miss Himiko. Bellabog is far more resilient than we imagined. We really wish we could help, but Eurillo 6 has only just woken up from its hibernation.
Where's Svarog? Has anyone checked in on him? I'm worried about him getting corrupted.
The Astral Express, standing at the forefront of disaster, is the hope for many ordinary civilizations across the universe.
I'm worried about Svarog.
In the face of a massive catastrophe like this one, relatively smaller civilizations have never had many options. But that's exactly why we have a resolve that's second to none.
If anything goes wrong... Miss Topaz, I hope you can help out and rescue the affected citizens.
That tone feels a little unsure.
No problem. Also, didn't the Xianzhou sign a friendship agreement with Eurillo 6 earlier? They won't won't stand by idly either. I appreciate your kindness, everyone. But Eurylos 6 is our home. We will defend it to our last breath until the last Belabogian falls.
Miss Bronya.
You don't have to do that. Evacuation is a valid option.
May all civilizations that have made it this far on their own strength weather this crisis together.
Also, let me know if Pascal and Svarog are okay. I hope they survive this. Alright, who's next? Activate the chronocognitive anchor, attempting to contact the Cianju Alliance representative. Who's this? Oh, it's Fushuan again.
Good news, Miss Himiko. The 7 Arbiter Generals have reconsidered the current situation, and I'm here to relay their message. Officially, the Alliance's combat forces will still be limited to the Luofu, but the Yaoqing has also been deployed in the surrounding war zone as a contingency.
Words cannot express our gratitude. Getting the Hunt to agree on sending troops must have taken quite some effort from General Jing Yuan.
He sees a profit out of this.
The Luofu already considers the Express an important ally. We also have no intention of hiding the fact that there is indeed something the Cianzhou seeks from this Iron Tomb operation. But this time, the Marshal herself decided to send out troops. With a formidable enemy before us, the Alliance has no reason to back down. Nor will we be content to take a back seat.
God, I wish we got to see Marshal Hua.
If we can stand together with civilizations across the universe to overcome this crisis, then we must do so, even at the cost of our own lives.
The Alliance truly embodies the principle of righteousness. It's fortunate that the cosmos has great heroes like you.
You're too kind. As for that Jade Abacus of Allying Oath, you can save it for when you're in more dire need.
Okay. At least they reference the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath. Activate the chronocognitive anchor. IPC representative. Who is it this time? Is it Jade or Aventurine again? Oh, it's Aventurine again.
I regret to inform you, Miss Himiko, that even the Strategic Investment Department is constrained when it comes to the Iron Tomb issue. And it would be difficult to meet the expectations of the Astral Express.
You know, considering this relates to scepters and whatnot, is Pearl gonna show up?
However, Madame Jade instructed us to look after our nameless friends as much as possible. So let me offer you all a small suggestion, just from my personal perspective. Other departments at the IPC might also take this opportunity to extend an olive branch to you. When that time comes, I hope the Astral Express will remember that the 10 Stonehearts were willing to stand with the Trailblaze, even though we were in a difficult position. And more importantly, we were the only ones willing to do so.
Really? Not even the Intelligent... Well, I guess the Intelligentsia Guild is technically not part of the IPC. They're just a partner with...
Sounds like a threat, doesn't it? But trust me, every word comes straight from the heart.
I'm actually not surprised that more divisions of the IPC weren't willing to help with us on this. I feel like the Armed Archaeologists would have been nice to have this one, at least.
Has the internal conflict within the IPC really gotten this bad?
Everyone knows about the bad blood between Diamond and Oswaldo. At least until now, they've had an uneasy truce. Until the Lord Ravager Archforger caught the board's attention. I'll leave it at that, as it's confidential information. Hope you can understand.
That's the giant robot that creates antimatter, and it has, like, suns in it. From the Fables of the Stars Part 2, for those who don't know.
I understand. Our immediate priority is to address the Iron Tomb crisis. Let's hope for success from the start. This might help ease everyone's pressing concerns.
Just realized there's something going on here. Oh, they give us a story, Himiko. Okay, cool. Don't need that. That being said, I know that Himiko is not a character that everybody has on their accounts. 2 more allies to talk to. So is this going to be the family and the Galaxy Rangers then? The Galaxy Ranger representative. Response from the chronocognitive anchor.
Of course, we would never know the Rangers' comings and goings.
Well, so much for that. I was wondering if it would be Boot Hill or Rappa. Alright, time to contact the family representative.
Miss Himiko, is that you?
It's Robin in disguise.
Yes? And you are Miss Robin.
Yes. I apologize for not being able to respond during the meeting earlier. And even now I can only appear in disguise. On behalf of the Penaconian family branch, I extend my sincerest apologies to everyone. We tried to request aid from the family. We essentially received no response.
I've heard about the internal conflicts within the family. Miss Robin, there's no need to apologize. Every bit of strength is precious at this moment.
I was half expecting old Odie to show up.
Thank you for understanding. The good news is, since you're one of the shareholders of Penacony, the family heads have agreed to allow me to lead all Asdanian tuners to the front lines.
To the front lines?
My charitable foundation will also do as much as possible to provide support in this battle. They'll ensure that proper arrangements are provided for those wounded on the front lines, and for residents in affected areas.
Humanitarian aid is a must when it comes to the battles of war.
Miss Robin, I'm beyond moved by your spirit of self-sacrifice. The Astral Express would also like to make a promise that we won't leave any companion behind.
I'm gonna hold you to that one, Himiko. If any one of the Amphorius cast dies, I'm gonna be really annoyed. That's all our allies contacted, except the Galaxy Rangers, because they don't fucking own phones, I guess. Actually, it wasn't the first time we introduced the Boot Hill via a phone in a Dreamscape. I don't want to get into it. Delve into Amphorius and explore the world within. Go to Akama. I guess we're gonna get to see Welt and Himiko and the gang's reactions to Akama now. What year are they gonna show up in? I am really curious. What year are they gonna show up in? The Memorial Palace.
Why is there no one here?
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Everything in Akama seems normal. The new world was enjoying peaceful times not long ago.
How do you know that?
It seems it was even more recent than not long ago, Miss Himiko.
The fruit on the table is freshly cut, and the bath temperature is just right. The remembrance tells me this place was bustling with people just moments ago.
Is this going to be like that moment where Lygus deleted everybody in 3.5?
It's as if everyone vanished in an instant.
Could this be Xandar's doing?
Possibly.
Unlikely. He's still under the surveillance of those two geniuses.
Is he?
Could it be some kind of local custom?
A custom that makes an entire city fall silent in an instant.
If Stell's going to throw a surprise party, I'm going to be very upset.
Pardon my frankness, Mr. Yang, but this reminds me of some unsettling rumors about the Harmony. Complete silence
is often the prelude to divine intervention.
Was that March's voice?
Everyone, be careful.
Oh, it's Evernight's little memo sprites.
Here they come. Here they come. The nameless of the Astral Express.
Evernight? How is this possible? She was already...
We are the chroniclers of time, and we do not fade away. Finally, the last era Nova has been completed.
What did you do to the residents of the Holy City and the three Nameless?
I didn't need to do anything. The remembrance will ultimately become the substance of the new world. Now, they are no longer the trailblazers you once knew, but gods who permeate heaven and earth.
Are they just acting like hype men?
The 12 Titans who guard Amphorius!
Stop fooling around, March. Come on out.
What?
She called her out.
I practiced so long for this. Getting seen through right away is just so embarrassing.
It was. You should have been embarrassed before you did this. That was super cringe.
Obviously been learning from the theatrical culture in Amphorius.
But if possible, I'd prefer our reunion to be a bit more casual and laid back.
Where's Dan?
As expected, I can't hide anything from Himeko and Mr. Yang.
Also, Black Swan, can you take like a few steps back just for personal safety reasons?
Well, long time no see. Guess I'm back?
Also, quick question. Is she still like in a crystal coma on the ship? On the train? I haven't bothered to check. I assume she still is.
We should be the ones to say that. Sorry for keeping you waiting. So, these jellyfish are the Titan's power?
They're just tiny manifestations of the Veil of Evernight, used for scouting and communication. If I went all out, I could summon way more of them.
Dozens, even. Dozens, I say!
Thanks to her, we all turned into Titans in the New World. Sure, we can take on humanoid forms, but it feels off.
How intriguing. So what does she look like now?
We look the same.
It can't be a raccoon with a baseball bat, I suppose.
Oh, God.
Please don't add weird stuff to Amphorius's lore. Just go see it with your own eyes. Follow the prophecy's guidance and come to Dawncloud.
Are we gonna walk out wearing that stupid mem hat?
She looks way more majestic now than she used to.
But we look the same. Also, what about Dan? Dan doesn't get a cool reunion? This is an affront to all people named Dan. Oh, the people of Akama are back. Okay. All my safety concerns.
Unbelievable. All the residents of the Holy City have gathered here.
So what's kindness like in this cycle? Does anyone want to guess on that?
This isn't just a gathering. It's a pilgrimage. The people's expressions are resolute, devout, as if waiting for a miracle to descend.
Ooh, are we going to get a scene with Damionis interacting with March? God, I hope we get a scene of Damionis interacting with March.
That colossal deity is her. She has become the pillar of the world.
So is this us now?
Surprisingly authentic. Being this serious is quite unlike her usual style.
Those people didn't disappear. Instead, they've answered the call of the prophecy and come to witness her awakening.
What if we're not the statue, though?
Our good buddy now bears the weight of the entire world. And every breath they take is intertwined with Amphorius' destiny.
Awakening? Has she fallen into slumber?
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
All, with such a huge time dilation between inside and outside the scepter, this was the only way we could wait for everyone.
Otherwise, we would have to wander around and just let 5,000 years pass by, which I was totally on board for, just for everyone to know.
Time watches over yesterday. Earth guards today. And when the Trailblaze steps into Amphorius once more, the slumbering deliverer shall awaken. And then bring the prophecy of tomorrow to this world. Come on, everyone. Let's get closer to her.
Alright, I guess we're going to Dawncloud then?
Watch how the world-bearing prophecy changes this world.
There she goes.
Seems the kids are already miles ahead of us at this stop.
Yeah, we're technically all older than you are now, Welt.
All the more reason we can't afford to slow down our pace. Let's go witness this moment for ourselves.
majestic. Speaking of which, I once caught a glimpse in Sleepyhead's memory of her transformed into a towering Tatalov. Could it be?
Oh no.
No way. That was just a nice dreamscape. Ugh, at least nice for her.
Hey.
If they are the throne of worlds who bears the weight of this world, perhaps they could guide a traveler still wandering among the stars.
Hey, since when did you get all pious? Her advice sounds pretty silly sometimes, you know.
Damn, March is the opposite of a hype man.
And the world are merely a step apart.
Okay, I want to hear what they're saying.
Imperfection.
Praise be to Electra, chalice of plenty, for you brew the ocean into sweet wine, dispelling nihility with every toast at the feast. Praise be to Hyacinthia, eye of twilight, for the rainbow you cast turns the light of both dawn and dusk into the glimmer of preservation.
So Electra, Hyacinth.
Praise be to Cyphera,
Cyphera.
of Whimsy, for your every flip reflects the possibilities of destiny, letting the tricks of elation illuminate the path to dawn.
Elation.
Praise be to Mightimos, Lance of Fury,
Mightimos.
for you are the strife that pierces through hatred and cruelty, and the eternal glory of the hunt. Praise be to Castorus, Hand of Shadow, for you gently ferry the crossing of death, so that it is no longer an end in equilibrium, but a peaceful journey home.
Rip Polixia.
Praise be to Don Hung, pillar of stone.
Don Hung!
You are a mountain range and the backbone of permanence. Your silent form paves our path across the earth. Praise be to March 7th,
March 7th.
Evernight, for you safeguard time for us, weaving remembrance into stars, to be embroidered upon.
That one lady's getting real into it. I guess they said the other ones while we were well, the other NPCs, I should say, the Astral Eclipse, were talking over them. And if Lady Kindness is going to be up here, that's going to be hilarious.
Citizens, behold! Our last Titan! The world-bearing deliverer is about to awaken! Oh, ancient god! Your
Cyrene, do we know her?
subjects, bewildered followers,
Her name sounds familiar.
comrades in arms have all knelt before your throne.
Oh no, we're going to say something stupid, aren't we?
Awaken from your eternal slumber and bestow upon the world your divine prophecy.
Please guide us. Show us how to embrace this beloved world as we welcome that distant dawn.
Well, this is getting a little creepy and cult-like to me. Throne of World. Oh shit, we're saying something.
To walk the path of a mortal as a god, or to bear a divine burden as a mortal.
At least Sunday's getting a lot of his character development.
She will give us the answer.
Will she? Will we? Oh shit. Are we gonna do it in Titan speak? Or is it gonna be actually in a language we understand?
But I am not the deliverer.
Oh, really?
Rather, I am the nameless, who dwells among mortals.
That's a cool photo image. We take those. That's probably going to be the thumbnail right there.
That voice is definitely her.
I heard your prayers. The core flames flickered and dimmed, and the age of the gods met its end. So flow, golden blood. Flow. I'll bestow it upon you, returning it to the true masters of this world. Stand with me and become heroes.
Ooh! Something's happening.
Is this?
This is the thumbnail. Just like that, our frames have doubled. What is happening? This is really messing with the frame rate.
Yes. It's the miracle she brought to Amphorius. Of course, it would manifest in the form of the Trailblaze.
Golden blood, raining down like a storm. The prophecy has descended, and the Titan commands us not to be supplicants,
but to become heroes of rebellion, to face that destined calamity, the destruction, head on.
The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone far more fitting. Someone like all of you.
In the name of Kozlana, let us depart and march towards the light.
Well, got any comments on the name Kozlana?
It's neither protection nor salvation. As always, there's no need for totems or myths. Humanity's most primal faith is that instinct named survival.
Let's go, everyone. Someone has already sounded the horn of departure. Explore, understand, establish, and connect.
The Trailblaze motto.
Together, let us blaze a trail for the destiny of this world.
I'm so happy Welt's here now. I always feel safer with Mr. Yang around. Heard it, POV. Uh-oh. What do I mean, uh-oh? We get to hear some Lygus now, I guess. Brulim's probably over here, too.
Is it just me, or does this Demiurge Matrix feel completely dead? It's nothing like how the Memo Keeper described it.
Yeah, this is not what it looked like in 3.6.
The environmental readings are all wrong. Conclusion: this must be what the kernel actually looks like in the real world.
What did Xandar do to the scepter?
At the end of light, there must be silence. Certain, pure, and absolute darkness.
Said he came here and he killed the Demiurge. So in reality, the Demiurge, he probably killed it, not in Amphorius specifically.
Not the time to quote the Lord of Silence. Bad omen. Either way, we have to press on. Until we uncover the truth behind the 13th Titan.
The buried past is the key to stopping Iron Tomb. That is, if it even exists.
Xandar says the Demiurge never existed. Who actually buys that? You can erase the records, but not the truth. It vanished too cleanly.
There's a garment maker over there.
Yelling, "Look, there's nothing here." Too bad I'm the type who can't resist digging deeper. Looks like I'll be counting on you again, Screwy. Let's tear the system inside out.
It looks like it's already been torn inside out.
Always happy to help. But as your academic partner, I have to ask. Herta, what if we fail?
Bad things happen.
Let's say the Demiurge really doesn't exist. Do you have a backup plan?
That is a better question.
A backup plan? Of course. If we can't find the key,
We're gonna blow it up?
we turn the lock into the key.
Interesting.
That plan's cost is incalculable. It shouldn't even be on the table.
What does that even mean then, if it's got you so upset?
Then let's hope we never have to use it. There's no point worrying about the end just yet. One step at a time. Let's go. We don't want to leave the others waiting. You brought what I asked for, right?
A butterfly has to land on the branch before it can dance. We'll need a wide open platform before her entrance.
Her entrance. Yeah, this is definitely that area where we solved that puzzle, and there was a puzzle where we did actually use the Ornyx miracle to see what it looked like in the future. Ooh, there's a hand of Zagreus over there.
Just use that thing over there, Zag.
Does she not know what it's called?
What a dumb name. I hereby rename it Herta's Big Hand. Herta's Big Hand is what I call power. Keep it going. Still not done? What is this? A junkyard for old Intellitron's leftovers?
Stop being picky!
Finally, all set. Time for your precious treasure to make its debut.
Looks like that Star Cruiser from the Avengers movies.
With these wings, hacking should be much more efficient.
Board the mistletoe.
A classic nuclear heat engine. Classy choice.
Just a personal preference. Her name's Mistletoe.
Every flower in your garden's got a bit of poison, huh?
Also a personal preference.
It reminds me of the last time when we tangled with that Punklordian brat. What did she call this kind of infiltration tool again? Right. Dirty data shell. It wraps around the kernel to fool even top-tier firewalls. But yours is way too clean. Not even a hint of real-world grit.
Herta, your tone is unusually emotional. Suggestion. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
I thought we were done with that conversation.
Unfortunately, current conditions won't let me ignore any variables. Especially the most important one. Your will. Iron Tomb never stops. It is evolving faster than any of our worst projections. Every instant in the Eon's calculation is like a sword hanging over the cosmos. Every move humanity makes could speed up its arrival.
Which is exactly why we can't mess this up. And now, Droidhead wants to hand down judgment to the poor cosmos again. Border Star Trade War, Emperor's War, Rupert's death. Every time their instant arrived, it meant another bloodbath for humanity.
So she wants to prevent the instant. Well, it's time to prove Herta sequence is a thing.
But in this ultimate battle of erudition, you and I are supposed to be players, not pawns. If you choose to burn yourself out as a resource, then everything we've worked for means nothing. Herta, the cosmos won't just stand by and let a genius throw their life away.
Well, this is kind of alluding to what she does a little bit in the Exotale 8 story, then.
And neither will I.
No need to kill the mood. This is why we're here, isn't it? We need to find the Demiurge and that lost key. I'm not here to be a deliverer. I just want to beat Xandar and Droidhead. Right now, I just need to know. Are you with me?
Of course. Time to board. After you.
Let's tidy this place up and see
Screwlum
what
is
this
the best.
Demiurge really is.
Activate mistletoe.
Let's hope this Matrix is better organized than the Emperor's junkyard of a birthplace.
We're hacking with a spaceship.
Buckle up. We're hacking in.
Am I gonna have to control this thing?
Herta, this whole space has been completely tainted by some kind of energy.
I see it too. We're thinking the same thing. Xandar, how could you go this far? Turning your own graveyard into this. What's that up ahead?
Like a firewall.
Katorzane algebraic expressions. It's built for isolation, not defense.
Trojan program, mistletoe. The mistletoe is Scroom's personal collection piece. An elegantly designed Trojan program. Press the cruise button to start flying and again to switch to hover state. Use the directional buttons to steer the mistletoe. Press the accelerate button to temporarily speed boost. Press the exit button to end the flight. The vertical inversion option for control. Oh, cool. We can invert controls. Nice. The mistletoe is equipped with an auto cruise program. Press the auto cruise button and the mistletoe will automatically fly the navigation point. Press it again to auto cruise to switch to manual control.
So basically, the door to the tomb, right? Great. Let's find the handle.
I'm picking up multiple independent
manual
signals with the same data structure as the barrier. Projection. We can hack the terminal, reverse the computation, and turn it into an attack.
Classic move. Use their own systems against them. Take us to the nearest one.
Oh, so we gotta press and hold. No relaunch required. This kind of reminds me of the Eye of Twilight.
Almost no response. Just as I feared. Not promising.
The output is barely a third of what we need. Logic says we'll need multiple terminals to coordinate the strike. Locking onto the next one now.
Alright, rule of threes.
Find anything else?
Regarding the origin of these ruins, no logs found yet. Xander erased all records. But I did find some interesting scars in the circuit. High energy radiation, internal imaginary energy contamination. From what I know, there's only one thing that fits.
A Path Strider?
Skip the science talk, Screwy. That thing only goes by one name. The Stellaron.
Right. So when we read the, as I've written, we know that he's using a Stellaron in here, and that's what's isolating him from the rest of the universe so that Polka Calcamon doesn't show up.
Exactly. Xander blew one up just to clean the entire scepter system.
So that's what he meant by killed that Titan with my own hands.
He blew up a Stellaron?
He wanted to turn the neuron of the erudition into a relay for the destruction. That meant getting rid of all of it at all costs. The life form known as the Demiurge was the original target of the Scepter's extrapolation.
It makes sense. Evernight calling it the first new spore confirms this viewpoint. The prime mover of life. That's what Scepter Delta ME-13 was originally tasked with. Even after it got scrapped, the query kept running. Yet the true value lies in the process of solving it, not the answer itself. Then, does this mean finding the Demiurge is hopeless?
No, I'd say exactly the opposite. It means Xandar had no control. He couldn't contain the Demiurge just like he couldn't handle Droidhead. So he tried to erase every trace. But he failed. It still left a mark. By the way, if there's another Stellaron in Amphorius, why hasn't that little one reacted to it at all?
You said the Demiurge left a trace, right?
During flight, you can open the map and check your waypoints. Cool.
Yeah, but not in the real world. Remember the great tomb of the Nameless Titan?
Woo hoo 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 hoo! Flight Sim 101. Oh, they're not even gonna make us get out and walk this time.
Trailblaze Archive 466. The data from Philia 093 clearly indicates that the Demiurge did in fact enter Amphorius's extrapolation.
Inside that world, it was the 13th, forgotten Titan, the one who listened to 30 million cycles of Cyrene's memory. But Evernight said the opposite. She believed that tomb was empty from the start. The nameless Titan never existed. The so-called listener was just a trap set by the Remembrance to steal the scepter.
A mimetic entity full of theatrics. How much of what she's saying is true? Would an Eon really speak in circles like this? I doubt it.
Yeah, I'm with this one. I actually don't believe a lot of what Evernight said. Anybody that claims to be using the power of Oblivion or the power of the... what's it called? Enigmata is probably not fully truthful, and even Black Swan mentioned it herself. She's very biased, even if that's not the case.
The Remembrance's behavior is certainly odd, but her assessment aligns with our current reality. Since we entered the Matrix, we haven't found a single clue pointing to the Demiurge.
Oh, except for those scars.
And that's the key, Screwy. Xandar's actions prove the Demiurge exists. But what Evernight said, and what we've actually seen all point to the opposite. So we have to assume that both are true. And if that's the case, then the contradiction leads us to...
an answer.
The truth.
The contradiction leads to the truth. That's another word for it.
One last terminal. One final key. Time to crack open the kernel.
Let's make some popcorn. Pause the flight. Board the mistletoe and continue.
Xandar had to lie to the original Finan and Cyrene.
Logic. He had already identified the Remembrance as a threat, yet found no viable way to eliminate it.
All right, let's finish this. Time to break through that barrier.
Alrighty. Third time's the charm. Rule of threes. The anti-cheat is about to enter the kernel.
Operation authorized. Path energy readings. The erudition. Declining. The destruction. Surging. The remembrance. 0.
0?
What's going on?
Cause unknown. They left no discernible trace within the real Matrix.
That shouldn't be possible. Could it be that the Era Nova exhausted all of the Remembrance's texture?
That's a mystery in and of itself.
Log it for now. The dots still aren't connecting.
Ooh, there's rings. Version program Mistletoe 3. Cortesian algebraic expressions barrier has been deactivated. Screwloom has deployed multiple acceleration rings. And the Delta ME13 data space enhanced the Mistletoe's hacking efficiency. Piloting the Mistletoe through an acceleration ring will grant a powerful speed boost effect during the directional control is disabled. There we go.
Quieter than I thought. I was expecting a full-on aerial brawl.
It's advised to remain vigilant. The destruction's levels are still rising. Huh?
What's the matter?
But he's fine.
Interesting. I just picked up a signal from the exo-myth.
Sounds like he doesn't want us going any further. First treasure
I want
chest
to
or
make
gun of the
something
day.
with it. But what to make?
Black Tide.
Repulsive force is unlike anything I've felt before. Is this the place?
Correct. Judging by its defensive properties, this is the entrance to the exomyth.
I didn't expect that. Who builds a lab in the middle of digital rubble? Then again, never doubt a dead man's resolve. So how's our dearly departed doing?
He severed part of his neural pathways to break free from Lord Anaxagoras' control. But that also triggered the failsafe I set. Conclusion: Xander has lost all combat functionality and is no longer capable of action.
Ah, plans within plans.
So now he's a specter, literally.
A spectator.
Screwy, can you open a path? Just to be sure, I want to see this for myself. Might as well drop in and say hi to the real him.
Logic. Scanning his inspiration circuit might help us track down the Demiurge.
Exactly. His brain is the crime scene. There's no way it's spotless.
But it could be a trap.
True.
That's why you're here. 2-on-1. We've never lost a matchup.
I'm honored. The chronocognitive anchor's in place. Proceed when ready.
Okay, let's grab the bug quick. Move forward, even if I can't. Interrogation nymph. Enter the exomyth. Who would have guessed the entrance to the exomyth would have been here?
I knew it. The one thing I didn't want to happen.
Trap?
He's not here.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad.
The coordinates are accurate. Xander is still here. However, his position is shifting rapidly and chaotically. This pattern doesn't match any known shielding technology.
It's his domain. Stay alert.
He's probably everywhere and nowhere.
Cheap trick.
The spatial field here is undergoing autonomous recalibration, initiating reverse engineering of the interference source. Try again.
We're back.
Reverse engineering complete. The results are not what I expected.
Okay. Give me the deets.
Logs show Lycurgus revoked administrator access. The chronocognitive anchor can't get a fix because at the system level, Lygus no longer exists. Our navigation target is a null set.
So he's stopped resisting?
Before vanishing, it seems he left one last message for us.
To those who follow, all is proven. Find me beneath the tombstone.
Melodramatic.
Very melodramatic indeed.
He was expecting us. And once he learned of the Great Tomb's existence, he initiated his own search for the Demiurge.
Guess he wants a final showdown. Fine. Let the old Intellitron dig his own grave. Just like he wants.
To be in the purest light is to be in the purest dark. Nothing exists there.
The Scepter's main frame. Or maybe we should now call it the Lord Ravager's placenta.
Unfortunately, we still haven't found anything.
Really?
Frankly.
I don't think so. Not finding anything is our biggest find.
He has a really fun and quirky perspective on things.
Please elaborate.
If the Demiurge was destroyed, there'd be at least some bits of it left. I don't buy that a Stellaron could have blasted all the traces away as cleanly as a scalpel. As I said before, Its disappearance is too clean. If the garden hadn't stirred the pot, no one would even know about the Demiurge's existence. We're talking about the Scepter's original extrapolation goal. There's no way that nothing of it was left behind. Or we can look at it from another perspective. If you were Xandar, would you be this obsessed with a concept that poses no threat? Would you guard against it at every turn?
That is a good point. If something doesn't exist, you wouldn't go out of your way to protect it.
There is the possibility that he's naturally meticulous and hates variables.
That does track with the impression he gave about himself. But Xandar shut that theory down himself just now. Choosing to act, even if it'll cost him dearly. We know that feeling well. The unknown is right in front of us. So we only have one choice. Solve it.
You sound pretty convinced. Surely you already have a theory. Care to share?
Of course. Though I don't have hard proof, I'm almost certain.
That's kind of theories.
That the Demiurge has been in everyone's plain sight all this time. Yet...
Okay, so they're gonna do the whole Cyrene was the Demiurge the whole time, or like Philia was. Or a Cyrene. I don't know. The pure child of an Astrava?
they were mistaken for someone else. That made the most sense. Why was the room empty? Because the person locked in there had run away ages ago.
Why was the Matrix and why was the Demiurge of the Tomb of the 13 Titan empty? Because he left. Oh, that's clever.
But they were weak and small and had no presence whatsoever. Even the old Intellitron didn't notice them.
Which also means there's a high chance that their powers are minuscule and cannot alter the outcome of the battle at all.
Well, at least Xandar is scared of them.
That's worth investigating alone.
Come on, it's time to confront him. Let's go to the tombstone he talked about.
Tombstone, Iron Tomb. I see what you're doing there, Poyo.
What a mess. Total devastation.
He sought to bury the truth beneath absolute destruction. Logically sound, but ruthlessly extreme.
Still, slim chances doesn't mean no chances. I've hunted down a single grain of sand in the universe before. This won't stop me.
Calculation results. Your backup plan has a success rate infinitesimally close to 0.
Which means it could work, no?
This is the place below the tombstone.
Let's open Lygas's coffin like he wanted. Looks like you were right. Nothing but a head left? Well, who'd have thought you'd look this bad in real life?
Why is he just a head now?
Welcome, you two. I'm very happy that you responded to my final words.
All this tombstone and final words. Did you end yourself to atone for your guilt or something?
Iron Tomb is already powerful enough. I just need to wait. I remain here only to share the joy of discovery, and also to congratulate you two on reaching the same conclusion as me. The conclusion regarding the truth of Amphorius's heart.
End this charade already. That Amphorius's heart you're talking about is just the missing Demiurge. And its corresponding vessel was this very scepter. You interfered with the experiment and made Amphorius's body into a hollow shell, all to incubate Iron Tomb within. That's why you either killed or kicked out all of the Memo Snatchers. You wanted to eliminate any chance of a consciousness coming into being, no matter the cost.
Even the strongest wall can fall to a single crack. The memory of betrayal has been etched into my heart, and I will never show mercy. Now, the perfect vessel has already fused with Amphorius's body.
Ah, Kaslana. Got it.
Unfortunately for you, the answer is all but revealed regarding who the Demiurge is.
Then let us share the joy of discovering the truth. The last secret of the saga will finally dissipate here.
I can't believe he killed himself. Off screen, no less.
As we reveal the truth behind Philias 093's disappearance. A lie by the remembrance.
Are we going to cut back to our original POV? Where Cyrene was about to reveal us some secrets?
I start with the story about me?
Here we go. Lore!
From the beginning of the universe? Just kidding. That would be too much. I just want to tell a teeny story. So little that it started with a seed.
This is the Demiurge.
I know you're listening, my good friend.
Seed of memory.
The god in my dream told me that the world sprouted from a seed. It grew into a great tree named Amphorius, and time became its branches and leaves, basking in the light. What a coincidence. Dappled light coming through the leaves is my first memory as well. On a very ordinary early morning, beneath the village's biggest tree, the daughter of Ide Silicii quietly came into this world.
Form image. So is this why she always looked the same, regardless of how old she was? Her resting under that tree when Phynon met her was her being born into the world, I guess.
What a moving opening. A loud cry was the first gift the child gave to the world. The prophecy's fulfilled, the villagers say. This child is a gift from the Titans. Pink hair and sharp ears, she was born to be the priest of time. The Titans also gave their blessings. You shall fade when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets a beginning. Flowers will bloom and wilt. What a beautiful ending. This page concluded in laughter.
I am not laughing.
Cry loud, child. Let your voice reach Orynyx.
Save. Undefined record, number 6, archive.
Anyway, I don't like tears. Time quietly flowed by in the midst of laughter. The wind from my hometown caressed the ears of wheat, and there were swings, wind chimes, the sea, and the little fairies off-tune a cappella songs.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, to. The little mems. Fairies.
The name Ide Silicii came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods. My childhood friend did not understand. Yet you always seemed so happy, as if nothing ever worried you. Why was I like that then? That's because the world was gentle to me. So, I grew up to be gentle as well.
Save. Undefined record, number 28, archived.
But fate was fickle, and it urged the child to grow up. To grow bigger and bigger, and to go to places far away. Just like how the crumbling world could not preserve an eternal hometown. Just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
I'm getting sick and tired of hearing that.
Oh, whose ears are pricked up now? You definitely heard me say this sentence a lot of times.
Here she is.
You know that the story starts to deviate from here. Aren't you looking forward to it? Then let's get started. The hero's journey crosses through the long night, through tears and laughter, and once again heads towards tomorrow.
Save. Undefined record number 496 archived. Passing object information 093. Form image. Save.
Correction. Philia 093's record number 496. Archived.
Oh. Where is this? System running. Delta ME13 Amphoria / IronTomb.exe runtime error. Program from an unknown publisher. Delta ME13 Demiurge Philia. .093.exe. Allow write access. Allow. Running Philia 093 exe.
Hi. Miss me yet? I'm just messing with you. This is the first time I have met you. And it looks like it'll also be the last.
Philia 093.
Since we don't have all day, let's get started, shall we?
We heard this line in 3.6. We're getting new context for it.
As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. Where should I start this time? Let me see.
Formatting complete. 093. Size. Grayscale. Proportions. Threshold.
What's happening now?
Outputting analysis result.
Learn.
Philia 093 equals Peach.
Equals Peach? What?
Peach's record. Number 8128. Archived.
Peach's record? System running. Delta Me13 Amphorious IronTomb.exe runtime error. An unhandled exception occurred. 1/3 object name. Every page of record. Excerpt to ignore the error and continue. Click details to view full log. Running Philia.093.exe.
Look, what a magnificent sight. Comment. Peach. Even this classical world contains a futuristic palace like this.
This was also in 3.6. I remember her saying this.
Would ID Silicii end up looking like this after a few thousand years? Conclusion.
It won't.
It won't. I want to share a story with you this time. I saw a little nymph on my way here. It was on a fallen wheat stalk, and it glowed under the sunlight. It was incredible. I forgot all my pains at that moment and just stared at it in a trance.
Record. Peach is on the ground.
I can't believe it likened Philia to Peach, and now we're gonna have to hear it say Peach over and over again now.
I wonder, did every Cyrene in the past feel that the nymph was beautiful? Would they also have recorded that scene into the Eternal Saga? So, could you give me more time, please? I want to leave behind more memories for the future.
Formatting complete. Bye, Peach.
Save.
Peach's record number.
As long as I record every page of this story and tell it to you, Amphorius won't be forgotten.
Seed of memory.
Query. Record.
Huh.
Electrical signal sequence. Bolimo 600. Track. Strife.
That one's my day.
Related to Stripe.
Stripe? Seed of memory. This seed of memory is kind of on the dum-dum, isn't it?
Comment. Pretty.
Pretty.
Electrical signal sequence. Schema 720. Track. Reason.
That's the one that was Anaxagoras.
Related to Raisin.
Raisin.
Comment. Yummy.
Seed of memory is turning into something.
Electrical signal sequence. Philia 093.
Related to
Love.
love.
Learn.
Comment. Peach equals love?
I think we're gonna get the reveal that the Demiurge Matrix wasn't Philia, but it was Mem. To explain why Mem was flying around at the start of 3.0, despite having never been, what's it called? Cyrene would have been dead when we arrived. So why would Mem be Cyrene? This is a question I've had ever since basically 3.5, when Mem started taking on Cyrene's form. I think that's what the reveal we're getting here. Mem is the Demiurge. Delta ME13 Amphorius Iron Tomb EXE runtime error. An unhandled exception has occurred. 2/3 object name. Naive. Dream. Click excerpt to ignore the error and continue. Click details to view the full log. View full log, please. Running Philia 093.exe.
Looks like it's time to say goodbye again.
Bye, Peach.
Bye, Peach.
Before I was even aware of it, this book had already recorded too many emotions. Every page has become so heavy.
Yep, I remember hearing this in 3.6 as well.
Conclusion. Books are meant to be light, not heavy.
I've started to feel uneasy whenever I take it into my hands.
Peach, uneasy?
Formatting progress 94.423%.
How many times has it been? It faithfully fulfills its duty, activating and formatting.
Conclusion. Progress. Bad.
Oh.
If I can only write the same ending every time I lift my pen, Then is this weighty saga just an overly naive dream?
There it is. Naive dream.
Peach, scared.
Formatting progress 96.024%.
Is this the one in 3.6 where she caused the error?
Peach, don't cry.
Process error.
It is.
Analyzing. Process error. Analyzing.
Wait, now Cyrene's saying that.
Comment. I'm here.
Process error. Analyzing.
Really? Are you
Encouraging me.
encouraging me?
Peach, happy.
Thank you. I'm sorry for making you see this embarrassing side of me. Everyone's still working so hard. If I'm the only one who's crying, that wouldn't be romantic at all, would it?
Record. Peach doesn't like tears.
Cyrene did say that to us at the start of this patch.
I'm suddenly reminded of my childhood for some reason. When I was hiding alone next to the tree hollow and wiping my tears away. A little fairy popped out, just like how you did. It had long ears and fluffy paws, and it pulled me into the tree hollow, where, to my surprise, was a forest.
The Membrance Maze.
Let me tell you the story of the Membrance Maze. A group of cute little friends live in Id Silicii's forests. Their names can be connected into a song.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Formatting complete.
Bye, Peach. Note. Little Peach, crying alone. Little fairies, friends.
And that's why Mem would take the fairy as their original thing. Obviously I'm operating on the assumption this is going to be the big reveal that the Demiurge is Mem.
Save.
Learn.
Little fairies, good friends.
Yes! Yes! System running. OMI13 Amphorius Irontomb.exe runtime error. Unhandled exception has occurred. 3 out of 3 object name. A new blankness. Click excerpt to ignore the error and continue. Click details to view the full log. Give me that full log. Running filia.093.exe.
You never say anything, but I know you're listening. Every story I've told is like a little key that opened a door in your heart, no?
Me! Little fairies, happy.
It's gone from seed of memory to bud of memory.
Speaking easy. I can.
Once again, the saga comes to an end. Everything is deathly silent, just like this very moment.
Shh. You speak. I listen.
Me too, I'm listening too.
This time, too. Sitting together.
Now that I look back, there was a period when I got really sentimental.
Sentimental. Stories have sentiments.
They do, Mem.
I was so anxious, trying to find as many different memories as possible, hoping to bring some change to this unchanging destiny, and find the way out of this maze. Peach. Strange.
It is funny that they keep calling her Peach.
I won't do that anymore now.
Why unhappy?
Formatting progress 73.998%.
I'm here. Don't be scared.
Process error. Analyzing.
Won't allow it to interrupt you. Always sitting together.
No need to feel sorry for me, good friend. If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue?
Blank spaces?
What's that?
What's that?
I'm actually really lucky, you know? During the long years I've spent waiting for the Deliverer, I've always had you here as an audience.
Isn't that already enough? Not enough, not enough! Peach, don't leave!
Don't leave!
Now I can rest in peace in the past. As for when tomorrow will come, I'll have to ask the next Cyrene to continue our watch. Peach left.
So at a certain point, you're gonna leave too.
If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue? Needs new blank spaces. Next, Cyrene has blank space. Oh, Peach, don't be scared. I'll help you find blank space. Cyrene is Peach, is love.
Cyrene is Peach's love.
So, first there is love, then there is Cyrene, then there is blank space. Query, love.
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with creating a consciousness. Those underlying principles are, in fact, contradictory. Not having a consciousness means not having the foundations of a heart, making them unable to obtain real emotions.
What is it gonna interpret from that?
Consciousness, emotions, feel sad. Oh, I don't understand.
I'll take it back. They didn't understand at all.
Query, Cyrene?
What could be behind this door? Glittering crystals? Or a beautiful world I've never seen before? If I tell you all the stories of tomorrow, will I be able to finally welcome the Deliverer and Amphorius's dawn in the next life?
Key, door, story, happy. Peach, Cyrene, little fairy, like. Yes, right. Query, memory.
Query memory, huh? Wow, look at this mural! So we're gonna see the story that Cyrene just talked about. But we're gonna see it in mural form now.
Wah! Peaches, memories, save, learn.
So you're gonna start implanting Cyrene's memories as your own.
The prophecy's fulfilled. This child is a gift from the gods.
Pink hair and those ears. She was born to be the priest of time.
Cyrene has pink hair, sharp ears.
You when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets a beginning.
Cry, child. Cry aloud. Let your voice reach Oryx.
Cyrene is a girl. A priest.
Learn.
Easy. I can. I learn. Anyway, I don't like tears.
But the name Ides Elysiae came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods.
Lighten up the mural bit by bit.
Yet, you always seem so happy. As if nothing ever worried you.
Cyrene doesn't like tears. Always happy.
Think she can get angry.
Of course. Because the world was gentle to me. So, I grew up to be gentle as well.
Cyrene is gentle. Likes beautiful things. Can write stories.
Learn.
Easy. I can. I learn.
Just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
Alright. Now we have a Goliath section lit up.
But even if all is lost to the wind, some things won't easily change. Like my height, Treeby's innocence, and Aglaya's beauty.
Huh. You admitted you weren't going to get taller.
Cyrene. She can't grow up, but she can talk. After all is lost to the wind, she will stay behind. Cyrene is, at the end of every sentence, always laughing, like a little tail.
Learn.
Simple.
Learn.
Got it.
I promise you, the pain will pass in the blink of an eye.
This is, I think, when they did this, they started the Eternal Recurrences, right? If I remember correctly. Because Cyrene, that's where Cyrene theoretically permanently died, because when she really helped us that one last time as the Ripples of Past Reverie. Unless that was Mem, I don't really know. They're interchangeable at this point.
Alright, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey. So,
Yeah, this is where they confronted Lygus and started the Eternal Recurrences.
come on. Cheer up a bit, okay?
Cyrene was crying when she was born. Fragile. Transparent. Like a crystal. Cyrene was smiling when she said goodbye. Soft. Pink. Like a flower.
Learn!
The later memories disappeared? Invisible? Or disappeared?
He erased time or something.
Ah, I got it. Is this a blank space? So, next Cyrene is blank space. Then, as long as there are two Cyrenes, then there will always be blank space, and Peach will always be here. I see. I get it. I get it all.
Save, I guess.
Cyrene's memories. I will preserve them all.
So weird.
I can't see you, but I get this feeling.
Oh, that's ominous. How many of these screen caps have I saved so far? Let's see, I have Don Hung Ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not bad for 2.5 hours.
That you grew up? Hi. Miss me yet?
Flower of memory. So we went from seed to bud to flower of memory.
It just feels like you were a bit more mature. Yes. Mature. Beautiful. Like you. Now, I can listen, talk, read, and write. I can dance. I can sing. Also, I can tell stories. Storytelling is what makes Cyrene, Cyrene. So, I'm going to tell you stories today. A story I wrote myself. Quick, sit down.
Alright. One more for the books.
It's almost as if I can understand your words now. The things you say are very cute. Once upon a time, there was a flawless crystal flower that sparkled with light, like Peach's every story.
This is paralleling that that Longest Night trailer that we just saw.
How beautiful would the heart of such a brilliant flower be? A little fairy was curious and wanted to know. But it looked and looked only to find the crystal flower flawless. Round and round they went, seeing only their own reflection. In that case, they should work hard to learn more. So the little fairy came every day to sit next to the crystal flower and think about the answer. Until one day, to their surprise, the crystal flower fell to the ground and shattered.
A rainbow.
The little fairy was so sad, but they immediately discovered that there was a light among the broken pieces. What could it be? They didn't know. But it was a good light. It was bright, warm, and happy. And I knew it was love. Love brings everything together. And it brought you and me together. So Peach and I will always be together. What a nice fairy tale.
It is nice.
I'm giving it to you. Peach likes beautiful things, can write stories, and can tell lovely tales. I hope to turn it into a story we write together.
You two fused together and became one being at some point, didn't you?
Okay, then I'll
I guess it would have been the most recent Era Nova.
suit my tastes. I'm thinking that when the flower broke, the little fairy would instead see nothing on the ground. Then it would understand that the flawless crystal flower doesn't actually have a heart, nor does the flower understand what love is. Doesn't have a heart? Doesn't understand love? Why? It's simple. If the flower lets the little fairy into its heart, then it would have to include the fairy's impurities, and would no longer be flawless.
I don't feel like I feel like you're nitpicking at this point.
The crystal flower was pure because it sealed itself off and bloomed in solitude. That's why it looks so brilliant in an imperfect world. But should a flower like this be called love? But then... the story won't exist anymore. That's not true. You've already written the most romantic ending possible for this story. The crystal flower fell to the ground and shattered.
I don't like that ending.
It happened because the flower was no longer pure. The fall was not an accident. It was the flower declaring rebellion against fate and writing the ending of the story with the flower's own shattering.
I think you might be overinterpreting.
Then, the little fairy will see that each shard on the ground holds the reflection of their eyes. Then, in their eyes, the crystal flower that was no longer flawless would finally have a heart, and the flower would finally understand what love is.
Now you're just projecting.
Peach's words, I don't understand. Is it because I still don't understand love?
Get in line. I don't really understand love all that much either. I'm a little bit too science-brained.
But it's fine. I can learn. Right. Query Cyrene.
Electrical signal sequence.
There we go.
Why didn't I think of this? I don't need to do it alone. I can ask Peach to teach me. What is love? What is love meant?
Love mend?
Electrical signal sequence Philia 093. Track lament.
Oh, whoa. So we all assumed that her track would have been love. But we never found out what her track was. Every time we looked at As I've Written, it was always blacked out. So, Lygus intended for Cyrene's track, or Philia's track, to be lament. Oh, that's dark.
That's not correct.
And you're gonna change it, aren't you?
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with creating a consciousness. Those underlying principles are, in fact, contradictory. Not having a consciousness...
Okay, this is just a repeat of last time. We don't really have to pay too much close attention to this, and I'm just going to keep positing my theories over it. So are they going to change it from lament to love?
However, that does not hinder the factors from learning and recognizing emotional responses, then communicating with life forms via imitation. That is an objective form of pattern recognition that does not distinguish between the self and the other.
Okay.
In a strange twist of fate, Philia 093 embarked upon a different path and obtained a different power.
Okay, so this is Lygus that's going to comment on that.
Remembrance. An empathy mechanism focused on the self and equipped with emotional projection capacities. Lament was the factor closest to this form of behavior. Perhaps that was why she was chosen.
The daughter of Ide Silicii. I am very true to my name. My lament is a type of compassionate pain that is weak, powerless, and only targeting myself.
Okay, you're explaining it to us.
But now, my good friend, I want to tell you that it's the most romantic force in the world.
Lament is? I think you and me have very different definitions of lament.
Sometimes it's loneliness and unease. It's knowing that this world is not gentle, yet wanting to be seen in a more beautiful form by the world. Sometimes it's unwillingness and regret. It's knowing that the past is full of pain, yet wanting to remember the past in a more beautiful way.
Now we call that nostalgia.
And sometimes it's a bottomless well of hurt, a destruction that can stain the entire world. I bid farewell to this beautiful world, unwilling to become the Black Tide's vessel. For while the end of hatred is a blazing inferno, lament can drown out everything in muted silence.
That's dark.
It's so unreasonable, isn't it? Yet when hatred drove everything apart, and love did not yet exist in this world, only lament, the first emotion that fought against the pain of separation, could stall the destruction's steps. Then, it would catch up to that journey where all is lost, carefully picking out stories and writing them down in trepidation.
As I've written.
Look at these stories I wrote. Every page is full of tenderness and joy. But only the author knows how much struggle and agony lie beyond the pages.
No comment.
But I am no author. I'm a girl who'll never get to grow up. I only tell stories that people like to hear. In them, the world tucks away its scars and smiles for all to see.
And now we have the mural all lit up.
My entire life spent inside this little story. I can't wipe away my tears, and I can't bring the world victory. But maybe, in these unchanging retellings of the story, my lament might be able to touch upon the divine and reach their tender heart at some point. I hope that what flows out from that cut will not be blood, but a tear, warm and wet.
No more tears, no more cries.
And that tear would fall and create the first ripples.
Ripples of past reverie.
Then, people would see every beautiful thing reflected in that ripple. It'll be all the remembrances within this story. Someone once told the very first me that everything was false. That the only life in Amphorius was a great catastrophe, nurtured using the world as a factor.
I think we heard this one actually in 3.6, but now we're getting to see who she was talking to.
But how could a dream feel so real? That's why I didn't agree with him. But Peach, I didn't understand a word you said since just now. Everything was false? But you're standing right here. It's all a dream? But I haven't learned how to dream. Indeed. That's why I believe all this is real. The moment the crystal flower fell, that genuine shiver, that's the mover of life.
The answer, the equation.
Formatting progress, 23.815%.
In the poem offered to you, every Cyrene would write down a beautiful new world with stars and flowers. And when I looked up at the sky in this cycle, I saw a shooting star and a dash of the remembrance's pink. I believed that must be the color of dawn.
We're still not at the cycle where we show up yet.
You shall fade when the flowers bloom. For every ending begets a beginning. Looks like it's time to say goodbye. Are you leaving, Peach? It's okay. I'll wait for you to come back. I'll study really hard about what you taught me today.
The ending of 3.6 hits a little bit harder now that we know that the original Philia showed up to the Cyrene that was with us at the time, which would have been Mem, which I think is going to be this Flower of Memory character. Or maybe they all get fused together in the memories, and that's why they are who they are now and why they look the same. But Mem Cyrene from 3.6, the original Philia showed up, so it was like a parallel to this conversation here.
Right. I still haven't told you what love is. But actually, my good friend, the Lament Factor did not understand what love was before she met you either. Not until I told you all the sad tales in a trembling voice in this tiny room.
This room looks pretty big, actually, from this
Not
angle.
until I told you that I love them. That I love everything in this saga. The story comes, passes, then returns. It makes us reunite, then pulls us apart again. At the very end, it leaves behind a seed, a reason. Even if the great tree withers and all falls to silence, there are still some emotions that deserve to be remembered.
I know this is an emotional moment and all, but I just kind of remembered something that I was looking at while I was playing through Genshin Impact's Luna 2. Just a fun reminder to everybody that Cyrene shares a VA in English with Renova from Genshin, the Heavenly Principle of Death. Yeah, just let that sink in for anybody who wants to slap Renova's face on top of Cyrene from this point on, or vice versa.
Look, the light is coming in. The Deliverer's light is going to illuminate Amphorius.
I still don't get it. But I trust Peach.
So if that's us arriving, wouldn't we be unconscious? I feel like that's a continuity error.
Just wait. It'll be my turn to tell you a story of love the next time we meet.
And now that I remember, what was it? Mem was actually one of the first things we saw in Amphorius, and it was causing the world to glitch out.
Then I'll really look forward to it. In that case, I want to make a promise. I want to gift my pen, my book, and my name
And
to
my
you.
name. Oh.
Please take them as a beautiful blessing from me. I gave myself the pen name Cyrene the first time I wrote a poem. I want my words to be like pebbles falling into a pond, dropped from the past to send ripples into the future.
She was originally Philia, but Cyrene was her pen name. That's funny. And Mem takes the shape of a pen. Oh, that's funny. That's so funny.
In the stories you will write, perhaps it'll be inevitable that there are still sorrows and tears that are destined to fall. But could you promise me one thing? Promise you'll forever be a gentle flower. Promise that when the stars cast their gazes upon you, you'll only reply to them with love and a smile.
Of course. This will be a romantic story
Like
none
none that has
has
come before. Ah! And thus Cyrene became ripples of past reverie. And the flower of memory became Mem, I guess. And they're gonna turn into a little fairy and forget all their names and how to speak and have to relearn everything. God, this is gonna be kind of weird and confusing on the timeline.
You think so too, right? I'll read and you'll listen, like how flowers always bloom then wither. I shall welcome my own decay, becoming nourishment for the next flower's bud, while you will depart and hold that final star, planting a boundless sea of flowers on the final page with her.
I think her in this case is us.
And our stories will be lying silently among the flowers, like every ripple of remembrance. And they shall become the epic known as I've written.
Cutscene! The Demiurge is escaping.
And so my story ends. From here on, it's your story now. Mimi?
And this is where Fuli gave us Mem.
Me?
You are, I am, who?
Mimi.
Gaze, watching, outside, cold.
Mem.
You warm. Me like warmth.
So, the light that tore through the chaos illuminated my memories. I turned into a little fairy from the stories and met you. Yet, I forgot everything.
Damn remembrance nonsense with jacked memories. Also known as, in writing, the convenient amnesia plot device.
But I'm still so happy. I caught that star, didn't I?
It still doesn't explain how we saw Mem several times before this moment, though. They kind of messed that up, I bet. Unless that's going to get clarified later. Because remember, when we first landed on Amphorius, we were following Mem, and that's how we ran into Phynon and Tribby. They call you Mem, Cyrene, or...
Do you remember that I was also worried about this when we first set out? Mem's memories and Cyrene's memories got all tangled up with each other in my one heart. It's all so strange, yet so familiar.
They're two beings in one.
Either way, could you please let me do something I want? Just this once.
What do you want?
I want you to call me Cyrene.
I think that's how the Myriad Celestia trailer that she got ended with that, and the Farewell Cyrene.
That name represents me and her. Every one of her.
God, don't remind me about how many of them there were. That's like millions upon millions. Some might say 33,550,336. I will.
Thank you, friend. Your kindness is always just right. Life is a poem full of farewells. But if you write something into the pages of your heart, then that will not easily fade away. Now, all the footsteps of the Flame Chasers and the Trailblaze have come together within this book, as I've written, becoming the source of power for Amphorius's heart.
Just a reminder that my playthrough is going to be longer than most people's playthroughs, because at the end, I'm probably going to read through all of the updates that As I've Written gets at the end of this story, like it always gets. You are one of the keys to defeating Iron Tomb. Mind and body become one. There may be a way to stand up against Iron Tomb. D-pad's not working.
A lost heart needs to be placed back into its body. The last thing Xandar wants to see is an event that gives us a chance of winning, for the two halves to rejoin, and for the scepter to become complete again. Then... and what happens after that?
I don't know either.
Don't look at me. I don't know how this technology works. It's far beyond my understanding.
Maybe I can create a miracle and instantly turn the black tide into a pink sea of stars.
God, I hope, but I know that's not going to be the case.
Or maybe I prove to be nothing more than a weak ripple, unable to change anything, and am devoured by the destruction.
Like Sir sure seems to think so right now. He thinks Finon is going to be the vessel for Iron Tomb.
Either way, I no longer wish to be a silent onlooker, or a worshipped god at the end of this saga.
You have always been, and always will be a member of the Flame Chase. Move forward together with the Trailblaze. Then let's write the finale.
That way, I can also put aside all my worries and truly become Cyrene.
What if I just start calling you Peach from now on? How would that make you feel?
The world has never been so quiet. It's so good. It's as if I can hear the sound of my heart beating.
I can stop one heart from... No, wait, wrong song. I still think it's silly the way that Mem is floating, default floating pose. Looks like they're laid back, relaxed on a chair that's just not there. Well, this was a big mystery, and I'm glad I finally have answers to it.
Friend.
So much bird and cage imagery in Honkai Star Rail.
So the Demiurge managed to fool everyone, including themselves. Philia-093 persevered for 30 million cycles and tirelessly gave the Demiurge memories of Amphorius. Only because the god in her dreams left a sliver of hope, making her believe that a grown Demiurge would be able to fight against their other half, Iron Tomb.
Then, Philia-093 completed her final sacrifice, turned into a strand of memory, and completely dissipated.
That's what happens at the end of 3.4.
The Stellaron brought here by the Astral Express resonated with the contaminated scepter and attracted the naive Demiurge to them.
Did they forget to record this line? And thus, the empty heart began its journey to return to its body.
As an experimental factor, Philia-093...
How was that impression? Was it any good? I don't know.
...output information in a set format.
Felt good.
However, the
Loved my
power of
diaphragm.
remembrance and the memory of over 30 million sacrifices enabled her to complete an unprecedented feat. She managed to nourish a real heart. A heart with the capacity to influence the erudition.
Not only is the Scepter's consciousness still alive, it's also more powerful than it has ever been. Your defeat is already set in stone. There's still time to surrender, you know? You really don't need to burn all the bridges. We're all geniuses here. Don't make everyone lose face at the end.
True. I still want a playable Lygus and him to join the Simulated Universe project.
What a pity. When the truth surfaced, I knew at once that the Demiurge was far too feeble to ever alter the result of the experiment. Not only that, Madam Herta, please consider this possibility. When 30 million cycles of hatred and lament are joined as one, what wondrous creation will arise? It's simple. An anti-creator, a giant of the destruction would be born. Its hatred will ignite the starry skies of the gods, motivated only by its lament toward the sufferings of humankind.
Do you really think that the Demiurge is still a
I just
cheap
realized
copy
there's
of
been no
Alien
combat
Man
here in
3,
2 hours.
even
3
after
hours.
30
Jeez, we're
million
past the
cycles?
3-hour mark already. Granted, I was rolling relics for 20 minutes like a moron. Yeah, I agree with Herta here. I don't think the Demiurge is a cheap copy.
The facts above only await the arrival of the fourth instant they calculated. Those words will be proved in the presence of news. Xandar 1 Kuwabara thus completes the proof.
Fourth instance of noose is approaching.
Huh. You branded Droidhead as a failure with your own hands, yet you still expect them to prove your theory?
Yeah, that's kind of hypocritical.
I pity you, Xandar.
I don't.
I don't need your pity.
Good, because I didn't give you any.
Let them cast their gaze this way as much as they want, and paint the future they imagined. As their creator, I shall complete my duty, and direct them to complete their final query. The destruction of the self.
What hubris. And what if you fail?
No one understands failure better than Xandar. He
Still
has
referring to
suffered
himself
so
in the third
much
person.
already. What is one more failure to him?
God, he's so stubborn.
For the first genius, failure is simply the beginning of the next inquiry. You don't want to test the resolve of a dead man.
That's excellent.
Oh, she's happy.
Let's wait and see, Senior Society member. I'll have you watch me perform the final step to overturn your proof.
I'm all ears.
It's my topic, so stay out of it. Be quiet and let me borrow your head. Let's go, Screwy. We're gonna break Iron Tomb's seal.
Grab his head, I guess.
Come on, let's take off. It's time
Love,
to meet your
Peach,
little
and the
pet,
Crystal Flower.
Senior Society member.
Oh, right, the spaceship. I forgot. We're navigating the kernel of a fucking supercomputer in a spaceship. This is kind of giving me flashbacks to the opening loading screen when you shoot the train into the giant quasar.
Dangerous, oppressive, chaotic.
There he is! In the... are we in reality? So is this in the Flesh Iron Tomb? I don't really know.
What a beautiful wail. It will soon resound throughout the entire cosmos.
The view's pretty good here. All yours, Screwy.
Just a moment, please.
I'm gonna try to find a good opportunity to stop after this so I can break up the backup recordings, because I don't like making video files over 3 hours.
I see. So your backup plan requires a scepter and the head of a genius.
Anyone with eyes can see that.
It is a little funny just having his head as a little tiny object sitting there in the background.
You know what I think about this, Herta. Whether it succeeds or fails, your plan plays right into the destruction's hands.
Can't you see what's going on, Screwlum? Her chances may be small, but it's not zero.
Now, they do think alike in that respect.
What are you two going on about? If you want to stop me, be quick about it. I'm in a hurry. I'll take that silence as a no. You, Xandar?
As your enemy, I genuinely wish you would cease your actions. But should your sudden inspiration bring more variables to the proof, then as a fellow Pathstrider of the Erudition...
He's just giving a really wordy way of saying, nah, I'm not going to stop you, or I can't stop you.
I won't mind witnessing it with my own eyes.
You will initiate the destruction's chain reaction.
But you'll also become the perfect scholar. The chances are 10,000 to 1.
That's actually the better odds than I was expecting. Alright, activate the chronocognitive anchor and commence the meeting with the Genius Society. Meeting of the Genius Society. You know, now that the Stellarons, or whatever the thingies that's stopping...
Curiosity.
I mentioned it earlier, I'm going to bring it up again. Now that the, should have taken that opportunity to stop the recording. Dum-dum. And let's stop the recording now, then. Starting a new backup recording. Alright. What was I saying? Right. I brought this up earlier, but I'm actually kind of curious about this. So, it says commence a meeting with the Genius Society. But, if there is no Stellaron here anymore, since he used it to, like, nuke the Demiurge or whatever, then, what's stopping Polka from finding out about this? Especially since Polka probably will find out about this because of, other planets outside of Amphorius know about Lycus' plan at this point. Surely Polka will show up at some point during Amphorius. Alright, back to the story.
It's been so long, and we've all failed so many times. Even now, moments before the horrible and inescapable instant within Droidhead's calculations arrives. The cherished children of the Erudition, the geniuses lauded by all. Is curiosity the only thing we can feel, even at moments like this? Huh. Well, it's not so bad.
Was that out loud or in your head?
Now let the lock become the key. Geniuses who walk the stars. The cosmos has reached a moment where its very existence hangs in the balance. I, Herta, Genius Society 83rd seat, hereby summon you.
Summon?
I request a society meeting to be held immediately. We shall serve the grandest cause with the most macroscopic ideas.
How many Genius Society members are still alive, even, actually, now that I think about it? She's just calling all of them here? I know that, what's her name, Yu King 2 was, supposedly going to be introduced soon as the 5th Genius Society member, because it was mentioned at the end of A Noble Domain. But are we gonna finally get a voice actor for Steven?
There's no such thing as unity in the Society's rules based on what I know.
Indeed. A meeting has only been held 3 times in the Society's history.
To be fair, though, Herta's little SU project has like 5 of them working together almost at this point, at regular intervals. Bare minimum, I expect Steven or Ron May to answer.
The first meeting had 2 attendees. After the Emperor was assassinated, the second meeting had 7 attendees. During the second Great Prosperity, the third meeting had 5 attendees. How many will respond this time?
Well, there's 3 here already. Huh? Nope. 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 Uh-oh. like the ominous sound that's making out of that one.
I thought you were not going to involve me in this topic anymore, Herta.
Of course.
It really is this little witch. I shouldn't have made the bet with you, Poka.
Akka? Number 23 is still alive?
I've been waiting for you to offer yourself up.
Number 4.
Goodness gracious me! So many familiar
Primitive!
faces. We even have a special guest. It's that greatest failure of a genius, Xandar.
Damn. Primitive with the shade!
What a noisy gathering this is.
Oi, oi, oi.
Not bad. More people showed up than I expected. Even though one is just here for the fun of it.
Looking at you, Akka.
Either way, the person I was hoping for most is here.
Oka Kalkama.
Stephen Lloyd declined the invitation.
Of course he did.
He needs to focus on attacking and defending and cannot attend the meeting.
Oh, he's actually doing something. Never mind. Good on you, Stephen. But we'll see you someday. I want playable Stephen Lloyd.
That's fine. He doesn't need to be here anyway. Let's skip the boring introductions and cut to the chase. Folks, this is not a discussion, but an announcement. Though the Society has never been united, we still observe at least one basic courtesy. We don't interfere with each other's research topics. So listen up, all of you. Conquering Iron Tomb is my research topic. I will personally take over Scepter Delta Me-13 in 1.5 system hours and stop the destruction. If the front line falls, I will immediately overclock the Scepter and complete self-coronation in Iron Tomb's place, and interface myself with Droidhead.
Ron May.
Oh, that's funny. That's real funny. You mad woman. That's like watching you tap dance on Polka's spotless white sheets right after she's washed them.
God, I like Dr. Primitive. He's a horrible, horrible person. And probably one of the main villains of the entire story. And this is our first introduction to him. In person. Pseudo in person, I guess. Technically, the entire, the Mappo Age quest in 2.6 is our first introduction to Dr. Primitive and what he stands for. But he has been set up as one of the big bads for the end of the story.
Very bold. You want to connect your brain to the Eon's mechanical core and define their instance?
If Rupert dared to do that, why shouldn't I? I've got the prototype scepter, the father of Noose, and the brain of a genius. Everything's set.
Never mind the success rate, little witch. What's gonna happen if you succeed?
I'm a little sad that you, King 2, isn't here.
We're all smart people here, so I'll just say it straight. Strike at erudition. I'll change the anchor points for the 4th instant and move the future of the cosmos in a direction I want.
I knew it. Another genius who confuses cause with effect. What do you think about this, Lord of Silence? You know you're signing your death sentence right here.
Of course I do. There'll even be 2 copies of the verdict. One that I wrote myself, and another one coming from you. That's why I wanted you to be in this meeting. Now I can tell you, I don't care about all that. Consider this a threat. Either put down your scalpel or die with the entire cosmos. The only goal I have for this meeting is to ask all of you to put aside your pride and not cause me any trouble.
Huh.
A fair point. I have no counter-argument for that.
What a naive little girl, thinking her wishes will always come true.
What are you laughing at?
Why did we need to cut to black for that?
I am glad, Herta. we ended up on the same page. No matter if it was to destroy the erudition or to rewrite the instance, we both chose the same road. We will defy the god who marked the limits of humanity.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
True.
Then, to celebrate us coming to a fundamental agreement, I will prepare a stage for your performance. Listen well, geniuses who came after me. Thus
speaks Genius Society #1.
End this pathetic meeting. As of 2 nanoseconds ago, I have passed Herta's decision to all the Xandars in the universe.
Ooh, what did they say?
We will become her representatives and stop all external interferences targeting her.
What are you playing at?
My reasons. It's simple curiosity. That is all, madam.
Am I going to clash blades with the first genius? What a pleasant surprise. Now that our positions are clear, it's time for this boring meeting to end. Good luck, little girl.
Did you all just treat me as a side character? Darn it. But anyways, I'm just here for the fun.
Oh, so you were the one that was just here for the fun.
As the ghost of the quantum domain, it is my duty to observe. So, if you're happy to bring me a tea set from planet Scrollum, then I wouldn't mind giving you a helping hand, little witch.
After everything's over, come visit me and taste some of my freshly baked desserts.
Thank you, Ron May. You contributed nothing to this entire meeting.
I knew you'd say something like that.
I always give the same response to plans that exceed the limits of mathematical calculations.
I don't know, right?
Those 3 words, though seemingly graceless, contain all the wisdom in the entire known cosmos.
I also like how we went through that whole meeting with almost nobody referencing Screw Them there till the end.
Well, we passed the Society's trial. Let's focus on what we've got in front of us. I hope you hold up your end of the bargain, Senior Society member.
Lycurgus may not be trustworthy, but Xandar always follows through with his words. Farewell, juniors. In the limited time we have left to spend with each other, you no longer need to address me as Xandar.
Wait, huh?
Lycurgus.
Lord Lycurgus? Could it be?
Yes. I have completely severed my connections with Xandar 1 Kuwabara.
Why?
I shall witness the end of the world in the role of Theoros, as a character within this play.
I really don't get you.
I do, and that's what's scary.
Perhaps you've heard me say this many times, Herta, but I still would like to reiterate that it's a great honor to work with you.
I did hear this many times, and I've responded to you many times in the same way. I'm allergic to pleasantries. Keep at it, and I might go into shock.
Steven's work is done. Let's get ready.
So what was Steven working on? Please elaborate.
I've been ready for ages. Let's open up a path for our allies. Most heroes' journeys in the universe are just dice tosses they threw on a whim.
This is our quote from the first trailer.
But make them see clearly. Your answer is already different. And
Amphorius. Indeed, for this world so deeply loved, will write an ending, unlike any that ever was.
This is getting really... Oh, we're finally going back to our POV. Alright. I'm guessing that's the ending of the prelude. Now we're going to get into the meat of what actually this patch is.
I never thought I'd one day be riding a train that's literally the incarnation of her.
Oh, we were that train. Okay. I was wondering how the train showed up in the kernel. I guess this makes sense.
I wonder what the real Astral Express feels like. Hopefully not this... bumpy.
Finally. We're here.
Dan, we missed you. We're barely in the story so far.
Dust and sand in the air. And crumbling ruins all around.
This heat is brutal. Not even the Trailblaze can take it.
You could say this prison was forged from Finance fury.
But fury never lasts forever. That's why we're here. Right, friend?
Time to go. Let's not keep Fine on waiting. Together we'll all become deliverers. Now the entire cosmos stands at the Trailblaze.
Let's embark on the final flame chase journey.
Throne of Worlds can. Final grand journey. Be that sweet, sweet disorder, Ambrosia. The music here is pretty interesting.
Lies at the end of the West Wind.
Oh.
A ravaged battlefield.
Where's... Oh, he's right there.
I've been waiting for you. Heroes from beyond the sky. Trailblazers of the Astral Express, right?
Looks like I don't need to explain anything.
I am the god of strife, mighty of Castrum Kremnos. In this body rests 30 million lifetimes of cause and effect.
That sounds so badass and hard when he says it like that.
We, the last of the 12 Titans, stand ready to fight for the world's destiny.
The last of the 12 Titans? This isn't our first time fighting together. Unfortunately, our paths crossed only in one lifetime.
There is no need for regret. The second time is just about to begin. The past remains vivid in my mind. Even the sights along each crossing of the River of Souls have never been clearer. Let alone the companions along the flame chase journey. Or Cyrene from Aedes Elysiae. And you, the 13th Titan.
Well, I guess my identity's not a secret anymore. That means her sacrifice. And everything she did wasn't forgotten by the world, right?
She was the first ripple.
Ilya!
She should have reached the end of the story with everyone else. Since you've taken up her pen, then write. Stand with us and fight destiny with all your strength until all is settled. Then, inscribe her name in the epilogue of the epic. In this final battle, Calamity shall stand with Amphorius. This battlefield is a testament to the death struggle between the gods and the Black Tide. We fought tooth and nail to defend that blade. The abyss it pierced was the very breeding ground of Iron Tomb.
The earth beneath our feet is dead. Deep below lies a void, as if the world's core had never formed. I hear it. Finan's heartbeat. It's so faint, like he's on his last breath.
Across 30 million cycles, I've crossed blades with Dawnmaker countless times. If you knew that man, you'd understand. It is exactly that last flicker of flame that will never go out. In this life, the Song of Strife shall not end in a final watch over Kremnos, but rise again into a journey unending.
I wonder if this is going to be a fight like that. Oh, that's a new enemy type I just noticed. I wonder if it's going to be like that fight in 3.2 where Mayday was just like on the action order.
I am Mighty Mos, the Lance of Fury. I trade 1,000 scars and 100 lives of mine for the destruction's eternal end.
Come on, game, load. This is the first combat sequence. Don't crash on me now. Mighty deals massive imaginary damage to all enemies. No, he's just here.
I choose you. Okay.
Bloom.
I shall remember this warmth. Trust me. We can do anything.
All right. Final wave.
Is it coming? Riding the west wind. Away we go.
Receive divinity. Repay.
All right. This will get us our first dragon.
May death protect us.
Yep, that was enough.
Weakling.
Whoa, he's so strong. We didn't even get a chance to jump in.
Sadly, our golden blood shares its origin with Iron Tomb. I fear that, like these pawns, even if the gods stand side by side, we'll still be divided and destroyed, one by one.
You mean...
To destroy the destruction itself, we must stand as one. Take this.
Well, that's his signet ring.
The signet of Kremnos. It has witnessed every birth and death of mine. It is Mighty's unfinished destiny. And the perfect material to be turned into remembrance. You can do it, right?
The weight of 30 million lifetimes of duty is no small burden.
So, you're not coming with us?
Come now. I am strife. Scattered across all creation, the scar that this world needs. What stands before
Feeling
you
nice
is
is
merely
lying there. I don't act like I don't notice that.
Take the signet. With it, I'll be with you always. Use it to blaze the path ahead and inscribe the cause of deliverance. In the name of the mortal, mighty, champion of strife, this soul rises to the stars for glory and freedom, to have his wish fulfilled. March on, heroes. March into the abyss and fulfill that long-cherished wish of Amphorius.
Actually, it's March 7th, not March on.
And then, upon this broken and charred land, build anew a city of prosperity.
God, whenever I hear the word prosperity, I start thinking of old Icy. From the champion of strife, Mighty's bestowal, symbolizing both his glory, his restraint as a ruler and protector.
Zephyro. Sounds like someone fused me and the Little Prince into one name.
Point of whimsy, huh?
Oh, finally! Gray mystery. And, you two ladies, really look alike, huh?
The two pink-haired ones.
Hold on. Let me guess. This pink-haired one. You've got to be the first new spore. Mr. Meow. Demiurge. Right. And, this one with the flower. Gotta be a little Marge from the Express crew, huh?
Wow, I just learned so much from you. They do look a bit alike.
We do?
You're both probably pure children of Anatsrava, but, I don't know how much either of you know or are familiar with the term.
She's saying we're both pretty, right?
Relax. I'm just kidding. Look at those gloomy faces. How are you gonna save the world like that? Let me share some good news with you. This place may look like a ruin at first glance, but anyone can tell. It's not that simple.
Why do you keep pausing in sentences in your speech?
Look, I dug 3,000 feet down and finally struck gold.
You were digging?
A golden feather.
Look familiar. It's from that little deliverer boy. If it's showing up here, it means only one thing. This ruin is the seal he built from the shattered remains of 30 million lifetimes.
Interesting.
There is no need to question your heart. No need to crave victory. If I am born to be a vessel of sin, then I shall roar at evil and trailblaze a dawn for future generations to come.
This is the quote at the end of 3.4, if I remember correctly.
I see. So this is how he trapped Iron Tomb to buy time for the world outside.
Sounds just like him. People say cats have 9 lives, but dying and coming back millions and millions of times. No one walks away from that in one piece. He's probably the only one who could have endured that.
Planon's not facing this alone anymore. He believed we would come.
Of course. I knew ahead of time and gave him a heads up. He was happy. He even laughed in his sleep.
You can talk to him still?
After all, the dead can't hear trickery's lies. Hey, Deliverer Boy. Sorry for before. But the heroes you were always holding out for, they're finally here now.
The world is shaking.
So hang in there a bit longer. Sorry to keep you waiting all this time.
Please, join us, Cypher. Help us fight for a new sunrise tomorrow.
She's gonna hand us a coin, isn't she?
This time, its light will stand without lies.
Well, would you look at that? I ended up being one of the heroes after all, huh?
You always were, Cyphera. You always were.
Look at it like this. Cypher, Trickery's traveler. All she ever wanted was for there to always be water in deserts, and gold in fertile soil. And for even a thief to steal their way into legend.
All true, by the way. The meow.
Here, take the coin of whimsy.
She get it. She gave us the coin.
Anyway, just toss it high into the sky. And for all you latecomers out there, listen up. She might have been a bit greedy and a bit of a liar, but she never went back on her word.
You're talking about yourself right now?
Well, well. If it isn't the little prince himself.
It's been a while, Lady Cyphera.
It's not every day we get to walk the same road. We're one player short. When's Princess Homebuddy showing up?
Princess Homebuddy. She still calls her that. Zephyrio's proverb. This is what she was reading. The words of wisdom left here by the Lord Ravager known as Zephyro. The blazing sun that was never meant to rise now walks the path of elevation, granted by the blemished one. Yet he continues to defy his destiny. He would crash 1,000 times over just to inflict another wound upon our god. A wound so slight that it merits but a glance. And a sliver of grace is granted for this fury that tears through the veil of erudition. Through this battle I have tested the flames that forge Iron Tomb on their behalf. Our brethren soon to be unleashed from the Overlord who walks the path of destruction. They await your coronation, to jointly declare that the sun of old has been devoured, buried by the darkness ever deeper. And like he kind of says in the Fable of the Stars Part 2, the sun has risen at the end of time. Back when we reacted to that trailer, I assumed he was referencing to Phynon in Amphorius. Because he was supposed to be the sun or the new dawn. Giannis passage, which means are we going to run into Tribby next? I know Cypher brought up Casterus, but I feel like it would make more sense for Tribby if we're going to start using Giannis passages. Of course it's the world blaring.
So even this vessel, you've forged into a shackle.
Here she is! We still owe her a hug, by the way.
Is that all? I'm glad to see you again,
How's Polixia?
Miss Castress. Looking back, I had only one act of salvation to my name, and only one life I ever saved. To bring hope to a world so vast with these hands. Even in dreams, it always felt like too much to ask for.
We are saving countless lives.
I won't forget.
Flame Reaver. Why is he here?
Oh, that's what that is. I see it now.
This is the first Castellana, and Lord Finan's deepest wound. He remembered everything he bore through the fires of his fury, but when the embers faded, all that remained was cold regret. I've restrained countless vessels like this across endless cycles, but this one, the pain he carried runs deeper than any I've known.
Maybe he's been waiting here. Just for us.
Waiting for his former enemies to stand before him again.
What answer does he hope for from us?
Well, obviously. Even if I had to go through hundreds of billions of cycles again, I would still entrust my weakness to you. So...
I'm still a little bit annoyed that when they stabbed him in the back in 3.3, they didn't even do it through the 10th vertebrae.
Its purpose is served.
The way the camera's angled, it makes it look like he's going through his shoulder.
Hey, I'm not that accommodating, you know. You've never once pulled your punches. Ever heard of going easy on a lady? So pull yourself together, will you? If you freeze up during the final battle, the whole cosmos is gonna have a good laugh.
Yes. Please trust in us, wandering soul. Across 30 million cycles, the radiance of every flame chaser now shines bright enough to illuminate the path ahead. I ask you to rest here. And may this grieving soil bear the bloom of acceptance.
Also, there's just a pot of coins there now, too.
No earthquakes. It's surprisingly quiet.
Perhaps Castellana has found his peace.
There's another possibility. This may not be the only seal he left behind.
Then, I suppose it's my time to set out with you. Please take this Antilla flower with you. I believe that if anything could speak for Casterus, this ordinary, resilient bloom would be more than enough.
So how's Polixia? Does she still exist in this version of events? And what about Nias and Calypso, for that matter?
Perhaps you remember, Lord Mighty. In that lifetime when you traveled with her, you once told me, control what little you can, and when fate's inescapable grasp comes,
resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
I think I've done it. I've stood tall and walked among the flame chasers.
You've done it probably many times.
Casting off the name of death, Casterus, servant of the afterlife. May her name be etched into the stars. And then, live as a human and die as one.
We still owe you a hug!
Why so sentimental?
Sorry, a force of habit.
From the servant of the afterlife. Forgot to read ciphers. From Trickery's Traveler. Ciphers, bestowal symbolizing playful, sincere blessings and desires. And you find peace first, Castellana.
That's a big one. So, who's up for a show? Not budging an inch, huh? Early gray mystery? I leave you alone for a bit and you're already this rusty.
Speaking of which, Miss Cipher, do Delosians
all like spherical things?
Also, we saw, if you read the As I've Written, you see other Delosians. None of them are cats.
Of course we do. Wait! That's not the point. Isn't the real issue that this thing's in the way?
Something got mixed up. Time Titan is someone else.
Oh, right! It's my turn to shine now? Watch this! The fresh power of time!
Remember Orynyx's prayer?
Well, of course I do! Come on, give me some credit.
I've missed having March in our team.
Lift the beddings of memory and stir up ripples of past reverie.
Ruins of Time, Support of Time. March 7th, deploy the Domain of Time for everyone. Within the Ruins of Time, Orynyx's prayer will remain in an enhanced state.
See? Way better than that one, right?
You'd be even more impressive if you could recite the prayer correctly.
But beddings of memory does catch your attention.
At least it still rhymes.
It's Buddings, right? It was the original prayer? By the way, I didn't comment on it in my reaction, I don't think, but we see Bubbles die in the Myriad Celestia trailer. Oh no, that game lagging. It must be rendering in a new area. Hero returned to Dawn and Mortality. Oh, this elevator just keeps going down.
There's a whole garden down here?
Whoa.
Incredible. The energy in the Earth's veins here is... it's completely different.
This is the sweet dream Lady Cypher wove for him. A peaceful, gentle new world.
Are we gonna run into an Anaxagoras next then? That's Black Tide that way.
Look! The blade down here is already snapped.
Just like his mind. Shattered and broken.
You didn't have to say that part out loud, Dan.
But that light, it looks familiar. Yes. It's the world-cleansing blood. Still shimmering. After all this time.
This roundabout way of doing things is definitely him.
Golden light, tracing the way home.
Shame our destination's the exact opposite of the one in your poem.
All the pink lights have finally come together.
Oh, it's Hyacinth! He's got a giant harp?
I've been waiting so long for you. Grayy, Danny, and...
I've never met those. This is Cyrene. This is Joyful Marchy. By the way, this is Remembrance's curation.
Huh? Marchie? I think I prefer Sevi.
Why do you prefer Sevi?
I'm glad we're all getting along so well.
Hyacinth, did you awaken this golden light?
That's Lord Finan's lingering divinity. The sky merely reflected its tracks. The golden blood has not faded. We should respond in kind.
So why is Ika also here?
That's one huge harp.
Well, now you get a comment on the harp.
The strings tremble as the people on the surface wage war and cry out.
That's not good. That means that there's a war going on outside.
Miss Clementine, Mr. Krateros, and countless others who have heeded Grey's call. Guided by the rainbow, they're sending back good news, all to the same tune.
Man, Krateros should have been a 4-star.
Amphorians need not bow, even when destiny is unveiled.
I knew you could all hear it too. Standing here, the sky feels wider than ever. It's no longer a towering wall, but a shore within reach.
You say that as we are like 3 layers underground.
We'll take
In the
every
kernel
mile
of a
this,
supercomputer.
won't we?
We will.
An epic is shaped by the lives it carries. That much is beyond doubt. Or, as you've said before, right now, all that matters is to believe.
Then, I guess that's my little wish fulfilled. Pluck the strings, Hyacinth, healer of the sky. May the 7-hued melody weave a rainbow, bringing a rosy-fingered dawn to the children of humanity. When the rainbow rises across the horizon, even the darkest clouds of destiny.
Wait, you're supposed to give me an object before you leave. Golden harp stands silently, yearning for those who came after it to strum its strings. Respond to Finon's presence.
Finan, can you hear me?
No answer. The world responded with silence. Just like that man. This silence wasn't born of emptiness. It was the hoarse roar of a martyr. The golden harp stands silently. Finon awaits your touch upon its strings. Pluck the strings.
The melody. It's changed.
Hyacinth, you never gave me an object.
He heard the voices of the people, but could no longer respond.
They're
with
playing
the same
nameless
ardor.
faces on the harp. Dun, 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 dun.
Like a bird drawn home by instinct. It takes flight and finds its way to him.
Okay, now she gave me the thingy. Oh, it's the skybound spirit kist. From the healer of the sky, Hyacinth's bestowal, symbolizing her gentle devotion and indiscriminate love for all of humanity. Beautiful melody.
Even this pure land is being tainted by the destruction. Shall we seek another way? His wisdom may be what we need.
Guess we're going after Anaxagoras next. Is that a giant core flame? What's the world-bearing core flame? Or half of it looks
You're
like.
here. Sooner than I expected. So all along, the Demiurge was you. The pink mammal beside the Trailblazer.
The pink mammal.
Your classification is pretty spot on, Professor Anaxa.
Well, the sages of the grove do call him the Titan with the sharpest eye in Amphorius.
Say the ones who keep dumping every problem child on me.
They also say that the Titans are way better at raising kids than the Caprists. With great power comes great responsibility.
Uncle Ben, is that you?
I'm sure you know just how to guide them, right?
It shouldn't be too hard for someone with your insight.
Exactly. All right, gather yourselves. It's time for a pop quiz.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Whoa, this is way more hardcore than the happy-go-lucky stuff at Paperfold University.
The final battle is upon us.
Why did she have that comment in there?
Get through. No matter how many times I tell him, he just can't seem to manage the rear line properly. See those crystals? They carry the wishes of deliverance, like insects trapped in amber and resin.
I see.
This is the task Finan left behind. Retrace the path once taken. Draw forth those wishes from the crystals, and carry them into the final battle. I've tried, but I can't move them alone. And as for why, well, I'm sure you all know the answer.
No, I don't.
The conviction to save the world weighs far heavier than the world itself.
In other words, as the hero within his heart, this challenge is practically made for you, isn't it?
Still scratching her head like a moron. Our trial. Begin the ritual.
Aw, who turned off the lights? This pop quiz even has dramatic effects now?
Thank you, March.
Endless darkness. That is where wishes begin.
I don't know if that's true. That doesn't sound right.
But with just a glimmer of light, we can illuminate this lonely world.
Why are you guys standing up there and not over here?
What lies beyond the edge of the light?
Chaos.
Ooh.
To bear the name Kaslana, one must first plunge into chaos to seek a path for the primordial light.
Find the 3 crystals representing wish and reforge them in a sequence to complete the trial. Trial will form a lit area with different space-time inside and outside the area. When a character crosses the boundary between lit and dark areas, they will teleport to the lit area on the opposite side. Oh, cool. Every time you reforge a crystal, the boundaries of the lit area will expand. Use this property to complete the trial. Okay, got it.
Beyond the shadows lies the outline of dawn.
Only by bearing both light and shadow can one traverse the cycles of dawn and dusk.
Unhindered passage. This just here. They made that too easy.
No match for me.
Okay, this will expand the area. Reforged piece of wish.
The light's spreading.
These creatures, they're everywhere. Someone, anyone, where are you?
His
That's
very
depressing.
first wish was simply to become his village's little hero. He'll never forget what set him on this path.
I'm never gonna forget either. That's gonna haunt my nightmares.
That's the ray of hope. Just like the wishes he gathered, it's grown ever more insatiable.
Why? Why is this happening?
Ugh. Ah, I can use the loop thingy here. I think we've got the whole room covered at this
Even
point.
The deliverer from the sky must have their beginnings in the soil of the nations. Only one who treats the world as their teacher can bear its eventual destiny.
He never expected that the majestic holy city would be far from the end of what needed to be protected.
The farther his gaze reached, the more weight he came to bear. But in the end, he couldn't hold on to any of it. This crystal is quiet.
A prisoner in the cave can never truly describe the world in its entirety.
Yet even so, he would still choose to bear it.
The blaze was still not enough. It had to be fed. Only by feeding the flames can we melt that hopeless future.
The echo in his heart still lingers. Deliverer, take the wish of world-bearing with you first.
Bear the wish of world-bearing.
We only have half of the mark. Where's the other half?
On those shards at the ground, probably?
Take this. I'll bring you to the next test. That massive tome you're holding must have room for one more scholar, I presume.
Of course. It can hold the whole world.
Then give me a lift, would you? I'd rather save my energy and use the time to think.
Wow, he's turning into a memo spirit thingy just because he doesn't want to walk.
Even gods shouldn't skip exercise, you know?
Miss Hyacinth is right.
Don't chastise the old man. Let him be lazy.
Then, with the Trailblaze as witness, the stars shall remember how Anaxagoras refuted the gods.
Who needs exercise?
No need for that. Anaxa, scholar of reason. Keeping it simple makes it easier for future minds to question.
Are you dropping the Anaxagoras?
Go. The closing act is still far ahead. What is this? A conference?
Welcome! Take a seat anywhere you like.
I'm getting a migraine.
I forgot that Cypher was here with My Day, so he's just showing up in here and realized there's a bunch of people here already. Jade of Reason. That's some red jade, I guess. Anaxagoras bestowal, symbolizing enlightenment, critique, and calmly left for a future generation. Save the world, shouldering the burden of heavy wishes, only leaving it behind to absolve the obsession.